By the way,
Hello?
I'm making a ramen for myself right now.
Okay,
Yo.
I'm gonna look at my
What's
phone.
up?
I'm gonna look at my phone to see if the stream started properly. Hold on.
It's your perfect
It,
set.
it says
Oh,
I'm live.
Hang on, I'll go see if I can find it too. Yeah, it says you're live.
It won't let me click on the stream for some reason though.
Wait, hold on. Am I subbed to your channel?
Yeah, no. I'm watching it. I can hear myself. Yeah, I can hear
me?
I can hear
So,
everyone else talking
so
too.
we can hear. Okay, good.
I can hear you as well.
Hello,
How-
everyone.
Hey, nigga. What's up?
Yo, why did Nani put in chat why is Cell here?
yeah. Who's this Bonnie
What?
kid, bro? What the
What?
fuck?
All right.
Yo, we should watch
so-
that one Nani video, like the best moments in Pure Boo.
Yeah, we should do
I
that.
don't think we should. That is certainly good. There's a few
we
words
might
in
get
TV.
banned. You know what? You might have a good point.
You know the saying. What's said on Discord stays on Discord.
Stays on Discord.
I don't know if that's true because I know three people that met up and they talked about Cell versus the Boar in real life. That's all I'm saying.
Man. Okay, so on a real note.
Generational-
Wait, actually,
Hello.
no. There
wait,
are.
wait. On a real note. Hello, stream. First live stream of this channel. I'm here with a couple guests. If you know, as you may see, I'm here with Ichibi,
Hi, I'm HB. I have a dead YouTube channel.
Nani,
I am, I'm a friend of Cell's, and I'm just here to tell him the truth. And if he says something wrong, or these guys say something wrong, I'm here to correct them.
and Big Man Willie.
Up.
Okay, so I
Willie
think,
is a great editor.
I think we'll give like the
He's like Huel
people on the
from,
stream like 10
Breaking
minutes or
Bad.
something, like just so they can like join in and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, are any of you
Bro, but
guys
I was
watching
gonna
the
say
stream?
before,
Because we said we got like 3
Um,
viewers right now.
I am in the stream. I was gonna
I
mention, yo, there actually are like Star Wars debaters that meet up in real life to debate Star Wars, like no bullshit.
What? Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they
I
are
mean,
Star Wars.
isn't that how
debaters, but-
SI came together, ETB?
Yo, I just actually signed my YouTube for the first time, and I got 8 notifications.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's actually a lot more than
We'll
I thought.
start. Okay, so for the stream, we're just gonna like react to like a bunch of videos and give like our input and stuff. And of course, if you guys like have questions, like power scaling related questions, or basically just anything, feel free to ask me in the chat.
$10 donations per question.
Ooh, that's some money, right there.
So you better be splitting that 4 ways, Brody. You better be
I'm
splitting
not.
that 4 ways.
I'm done. You ready to split it for
Willie
money?
can buy another burger with it, bro. Another burger
I'm
with
taking 90% of that. Ah, ga, 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 ga.
Okay, Mr. Krabs, like.
I think that today we're mostly going to be centered around Dragon Ball, right? Remember correctly?
Yeah, I think there's a
Yeah,
bit
I
of
mean,
One Punch Man,
most
maybe?
of the videos are Dragon Ball related, if I remember correctly.
All right. Just had to make sure, as I was unaware. But I mean, hopefully, what we see here isn't that bad, right? No, not all YouTubers are really not even.
I
oh,
mean, there's
shouldn't
gonna
say
be
stupid.
one at the end, which is pretty. I don't know, man.
Hilarious.
The last one is.
It's gonna be hilarious. We'll say that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Some people just come up with their own fan fiction at times, so hopefully we don't see a lot of that. Because those are the worst people
the
to
head
debunk.
cannon. The head cannon.
I think that might just be wishful thinking, my friend.
I hope not, And, right now, Dragon Ball content also, manga, it's going steady, but not really something jaw-dropping, so I feel like doing these streams once in a while kind of does put the spirit of discussing Dragon Ball back into our hearts. I think
Indeed.
it's good.
Facts.
I think it's good.
Indeed, it does.
so-
Indeed, it does.
Itaby, when you clicked on the stream, was like the music too loud? Could you hear the music?
I could barely hear the music. Hang on, I'm replying to comments because I haven't signed in a bit. I'll look at it in a second.
I could turn it up like a little bit.
So, did we already do introductions? I think we already
Yeah,
introduce
Yeah,
we did.
well, I think
right
we're- I think
now
we're a lot
we're just
faster,
waiting a
yeah.
bit for people to like join in.
Yeah.
How many viewers do you have now?
2.
No, I mean,
Oh my god.
what's it called?
Listen.
Yeah, so the music is still pretty quiet.
Okay, I'll turn it up a little bit. It's about like halfway right now.
All right, I'll listen again.
I view this day, I feel that, you know, this is a good experience to gauge where the community is at right now, you know. Because 2 years ago, the community was Buhan is much stronger than Kid Buu. Was a lot of that, talking about power scaling Dragon Ball, you know.
I think the music's okay now.
Okay. Do you guys just want to
We'll
start
figure out what the community's
reacting?
at right now.
Sure, wait.
I guess.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch over to the reacting tab.
You want me to ping some people in some servers, maybe? I don't know.
Sure. Let me see if that's
I wish we had a
the
Dragon
page
Ball.
loads up on the.
I'm gonna ping my friend.
Did my stream end?
No.
No. Why?
Okay, I thought it ended for a second. Okay, so if I click play, the video will start playing for all of you guys as well, right?
No, the stream is still going on.
No, I meant like on the thing we're watching on this tab.
Oh yeah, click it.
Who is the strongest
Yeah,
character
all right. I'm gonna
Okay.
pause it. I'm gonna pause
Okay,
it. Tell
so-
me, or I'm gonna start it. Tell me if it does the same
in
thing.
Dragon Ball
Yep, it
Z?
did.
Now,
Yeah,
when
I think
someone,
everyone can stop and pause.
Yes.
Let
That's
me-
fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let
everyone.
me put it-
that's
let me
good,
put it-
that's
okay,
good.
good.
I feel like we should also kind of like
Oh, hey,
tell each
Satori's
other
here.
that hey,
Hey, Satori.
Who? Oh, in
we should
chat.
also kinda tell
Fellow
each other
fellow
before
One Punch
we,
Man scaler.
In chat? Cool.
Mhm.
Can't stay for seconds. Yo, shout out to Satori. Shout outs to N and Art.
Yep.
Shout outs to
shout out to Nani.
Ooh, Dragon Ball Super Hero Super Saiyan Gohan versus Broly movie Golden Frieza. Who wins?
Wait, what?
Dragon Ball Superhero Super Saiyan Gohan versus Broly movie Golden Frieza. Who wins?
Golden
Oh,
Frieza.
Okay,
What the heck?
yeah, I'd probably say Golden
Oh.
Frieza because Piccolo thinks that the Gammas are like Goku and Vegeta level, presumably in their blue forms. And the last time
That's
he's
like-
seen Goku and Vegeta was in the Broly movie. And Super Saiyan Gohan, well, he does scale to the Gammas to like some extent. Like he is obviously like weaker than them. And then Golden
I'm
Frieza
pretty sure-
would scale over Blue Goku and Vegeta in the Broly movie.
wasn't
Yeah.
like Ultimate Gohan kind of being down Gamma 1?
Yeah, but
Well, no,
the question was Super
They
Saiyan
were,
Gohan.
but they were still relative, right?
Super Saiyan?
And
Oh,
the
I
fact
thought it
of
was
the matter
Beast. Oh, my bad. I thought it was Beast Gohan.
Nah, Beast.
no.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Beast
I-
Gohan's
I
beating
don't-
Beast.
Yeah. You could also probably say the fact that the Gammas were most likely holding back, right? When
Mhm, you
Super
can also
Saiyan 1
argue that.
Gohan was going relative. Because of the fact that Ultimate Gohan, who's massively stronger than the Super Saiyan counterpart, is also still on the same level. When you look at their fight and analyze, it's not a one-sided beatdown. They're actually able to punch each other. It's like a comparable boxing match, you know? So, probably just make the case that, you know, at their full power, Gohan would lose because he's going relative to a holding back version of the Gammas, and the Gammas at their fullest strength are Goku and Vegeta level, who at the bare minimum Golden Frieza scales to, right? The bare minimum.
I mean, he survived like an hour-long beatdown from Broly. That's like better than anything Goku and Vegeta have
Yeah.
shown in the movie. So are we all ready to start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first video is the strongest character in Z, made by my good friend Lonks Takes, who has been ghosting me recently.
Oh.
Yo, what? Yo, you have to call him out. Damn. But yeah, I'll check out the
Crazy.
video.
All right,
That's
here we go.
crazy.
Who is the strongest character in Dragon Ball Z? Now, when someone gets asked that question, probably several characters come to mind,
Wait, can you
each
wait?
which
No,
have
I'm
their
gonna pause real quick. Wait, before I go into this, is he gonna talk about like the movies,
Yeah,
anime, manga, like
including,
what is
like,
this?
it's like-
Everything?
Yeah, it's both
I
like
think it's
movies
only
and
Z, right?
look at Oh man, farmer with a shotgun,
Wait, is it
Mr.
Z or
Satan.
Superstar?
Z.
Z.
Okay.
Listen, all I
Feats,
know is
statements,
NZ.
and arguments that might
Yo,
make
Vegito
Strongest
stands
Jiren-
kind of
shortest
That's all I'm
Jiren-
saying.
shortest
them the
Jiren
strongest in
above
all of Z. But
Might be
there
I take
can
offense
only
to
be
that.
one truly strongest character. So, who is it? Today, I'd like to analyze every major argument for who the strongest character in DBZ is, and give my answer for which one I believe to be the ultimate strongest character within the Z era. By the Z era, I mean pretty much any official media released before the return of Dragon Ball with Battle of Gods. If I included the technically Dragon Ball Z movies of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, the answer becomes a lot less interesting, as it's obviously Whis,
Oh, wait,
or if you
someone asked
really
a
want to
question
be
in the
edgy,
chat.
maybe Golden.
What's the question?
Would you say Toriyama not removing power levels would have been a good idea?
Well,
I don't think it would really matter that much
apparently-
because I don't
I think
think
it's
there's
a good
ever been
idea.
a scene. I don't think there's ever been a scene where it's like, yo, we really need to we're having any sort of like numerical level would help us. Like as long as we know a character is stronger, we don't really need
Yeah.
exactly the numbers.
Yeah, I feel like it would've
obviously if
gotten-
you're gonna do
Go ahead.
if you're doing some like calculations, that shit helps. But in terms of the actual
Mm.
narrative, I don't think it changes much.
Yeah, like, do we
Yeah,
really need to
I
count
feel it
like,
would've gotten, like,
numerical value
annoying.
for like?
I think it would have gotten annoying more than anything. Would've gotten
Can you
annoying.
imagine like his power level? It's 1.5 quintillion. Like that shit just doesn't sound
Yeah,
right.
that would have been. Yeah, that would have
It's-
gotten very.
It's
what's it called?
917 duodecillion.
Like, yeah.
Bro,
It
can
would've
you
been
imagine us talking
arbitrary.
about like it's not just infinity, it's Aleph one. Like it's just not gonna sound right.
God of
Yeah, it would've
Destruction
just
Cell.
become very,
Power level infinity.
Yeah, I honestly would have just been a parody of itself. Honestly, it would have just become a parody.
So, but being honest, I think it would have been a bad idea if they stayed. I think it would have gotten old pretty fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Frieza. With that,
Who paused it?
Frieza.
I went
With
to
that
play, then I
understood-
think you went to play and you paused
Stop
it.
pausing
Oh,
it.
It's then
okay.
understood who are the major contenders for the title of the strongest. I think there are 4 characters who have somewhat
Okay.
legitimate claims of being
Wait,
the
is that-
strongest.
Wait, I'm sorry, one second. High Father literally has like a 3-year-old Instagram post where it picks these 4 too. I'm
That's
just
crazy.
All I'm saying.
That's
Yeah, I know
crazy.
what
It's
you're
these
talking
exact
about.
4. That's all I'm saying.
In Z,
Yeah.
Super Gogeta, End of Z Goku, Super Vegito, and Z
Goku's getting
Broly.
washed, by
That's
the way.
4 characters we need to scale, so let's not waste any
I
time.
mean,
Oh,
if you want to
well,
talk about
starting.
like end of
Before we
series,
do,
maybe we
please
can
make
do
sure
Oh,
something.
yeah,
I don't
'cause
know.
it's
only
Super- yeah,
11% of
Super.
you are, so doing so.
Yeah, but like
Anyways,
that's
let's get
on
into this
some
measuring
you
of
know.
the strongest.
When we're
I'll
talking about
first
Z,
give a
do we want to
brief
hear about
overview
Dragon Ball
of
Super
all
proper?
points in their
Yeah.
favor before heading to debunks and getting direct comparisons between them. As he's the main
W
character of the
animation.
story, let's begin with End of Z Goku. Now, a
Okay.
handful of people have the wrong perception that Dragon Ball Z ends with the defeat of Kid Buu, and then Dragon Ball GT begins with Goku meeting Oob. But this
What?
isn't actually the case. Z does actually end with that 10-year time skip,
people
with
actually
Goku
think
meeting
that?
Oob
Man, if-
at the
okay.
28th
Wait,
World
what?
We
Martial
gotta-
Arts Tournament
yo,
before
if
deciding
the
to train
Dragon Ball
him. Now,
fans gotta know
since
this,
Dragon Ball Z has
they have
ended,
not been
Dragon Ball
playing-
Super has
Yeah,
No,
they have
no
not.
offense
They
to
have
Dragon Ball
not. They have
inserted
not read
itself
the series.
into
Big
the
fans.
10-year time
Dragon Ball
skip.
fans.
I
Obviously,
appreciate
Goku
Long
has
coming in here
surpassed
tell some
everyone
people
in
don't
Z
know,
with
but
the
I gotta
all-new
wonder that
power-ups
you
and
actually
forms
watch
he's
the
gotten
series,
from
is all
Super
I'm saying.
Saiyan God to Ultra Instinct. Even then, though, at this time, this version of Goku has a surprisingly wide array of statements and claims of him being the
Is Roman gonna use
strongest. The
Kakarot
anime
as some-
guidebooks on Goku Densetsu repeatedly refers to Goku as the strongest in various sections.
I actually
El
didn't
Manga
know that
Legendario
one.
calls Goku the strongest in the universe at the end of Z,
Mm.
and Toriyama
No, I'm
in a
just gonna say.
Daizenshuu interview calls
Cap,
Goku the
that's not
strongest
talking
in the
about End of
universe.
Z.
As for scaling, the best you can say for Goku is that if you think Oob,
No, I'm gonna
the
pause
Kid
it.
Buu, as he is
Stop unpausing
his
it.
reincarnation,
Stop
in his
unpausing
base
it.
form, making hundreds of times stronger.
Okay, I just gonna say a few
Did that
things.
pause?
First one, I didn't know about that Son Goku Densetsu one. So props to Lonk on that one. But to be fair, that last Toriyama one, I don't think that's talking about End of Z, because Toriyama references like the number 1 statement, like the Vegeta
Yeah,
said.
I think it doesn't really matter because obviously end of series Goku's gonna scale off of whatever
Yeah,
or end of Z Goku's scale off like that fight. So it doesn't really matter
yeah,
that
it's
much.
more just like a nitpick.
Either way, I think most of these claims or most of these statements, the refutation is probably just like, yeah, it just refers to at the time.
Yeah, because Vegito just
Where's
doesn't
cool?
exist.
Yeah.
Hundreds of
Vegeta doesn't exist. Obviously, it's not even in the same universe
Gogeta's
as like
not even-
Broly
Okay,
and
okay, hold on.
I don't
Yeah.
exist.
Okay, I just
like,
want to say something
crazy.
because when you guys want the video paused, tell me to pause it. That way, you don't keep like pausing and unpausing.
I.
Okay, I'm gonna unpause it.
stronger than
You fuck! Which one of you did it,
hundreds of
dude?
times stronger than
Dude,
hundreds of times.
It's gotta be
Dude.
Willy, bro.
Really,
What?
really? Are you? Okay,
Alright,
okay.
I'll unpause
I'm not gonna
I'll
lie,
unpause it,
Sal.
I'll unpause it.
Scale over all of the
Here we
various
go.
forms of Boo, if you believe that previous scale to be true. Now, given how this version of Goku is really only on screen for less than 5 chapters and episodes, there's not really much else we can say for this version of Goku within canonical material, so now let's move on to the next participant. Next is Super Gogeta from Fusion Reborn. Despite having even less
The goat?
screen time than End of Z Goku, Super Gogeta still has a litany of arguments in his favor. Firstly, with essentially a single ki blast, Gogeta is able to annihilate Janemba, who according to the Dragon Ball website is the strongest villain in all the movies, with second place being Hirudegarn. Janemba, according to both Goku himself and guidebooks, is stronger than Majin Buu, which depending on the form makes Janemba stronger than any enemy in the anime. Various guides, including the Dazenshu, Movie 12 Animanga, Chozenshu, and V-Jump have referred to Gogeta as the strongest fusion, invincible, or the strongest warrior. While they usually don't call him the same thing, these are all relatively synonyms for being the strongest guy around. For Crossverse feats, he's stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who shook the universe-sized afterlife while being in Hell, and guides have called him comparable to the Big Bang at the moment Goku and Vegeta fused. In short, the Angel born in Hell is no slouch in regards to power, but we still have 2 more characters to cover. Next is Z Broly, and weirdly
pause real
enough,
quick.
with the 3 whole movie
yeah.
Broly second coming,
So I'm kind of surprised he didn't bring up the Gogeta Vegeta Weekly Shonen Jump thing. He's probably gonna
I
bring
think
that
he
up
brings
later.
it up
Maybe I'll
later.
probably bring it
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Okay. As
yeah,
far as those
hold on.
statements
Why did the
go, I
videos-
think those statements.
Did the video skip forward
What?
like for anyone else?
I didn't
No.
notice that, but I was just gonna say, I think probably those statements you could just say refer to the Fusion Reborn universe, whatever. But we can keep on going.
But yeah,
Some of them
incoming
depends on
Broly
which guide.
Blades.
You could have mentioned because
Incoming Broly Blades.
there's also another statement that like said that like the one that I found. Well, actually, it was one that you guys found. So it said that Janemba just surpasses Majin Buu.
Hmm.
You know that statement to be?
Probably. I was talking about the statements of Gogeta being the strongest though.
Do we want to get into like which version of Majin Buu could be talking about right now?
I'm guessing it would be probably talking about Kid Buu. Or like just
I
like
mean,
Majin Buu as a whole.
for all we know, it could be talking about Fat Buu because that would be the.
Yeah, because
I
Goku's
think,
still
I
dead.
think that's
in
the
movie,
only
right?
one. Yeah, that's the only one that Goku probably knows in the anime or in the movie. So you could say that the guy's just referring to movie events and referencing that statement.
Yeah,
So-
like in that universe, Goku just decided to kill Fat Buu. Right,
I mean, but wasn't this movie like released after Fat Buu?
Yeah, no,
I mean,
but the thing is, if Goku's dead, right, then that means he hasn't gotten life back from old Kai to go fight Butang, so he probably just ended up killing Fat Buu.
I thought Gotenks killed Fat Buu.
Maybe
No.
Gotang's still Fat Buu. That works
Or-
anyways. In any
Yeah,
case,
Yeah,
Fat
I
Buu,
think
Fat
I
Buu.
think there's a guide that says he killed Fat Buu, isn't there?
I think I saw in some old like Amino posts. I'm pretty
was,
sure you're
like-
right.
What was it? It was that weird guide that like Chuck used that said like it also said like Janemba was like had unparalleled power or something. Never.
Someone paralleled that he lost to Gogeta,
Unprecedented.
but what was I gonna say? I think in any case you could probably just argue it refers to like the only Majin Buu that's like known by the cast, and it's just referencing Goku's statement. But you can continue now.
and
What, bruh?
weirdly enough, with the 3 whole movies of Broly Second Coming, and Bio Broly, he might actually be the character in this video with the most screen time dedicated to him. His best on-screen statements and feats occur in
he's
his
arguably
first
the
film,
weakest
as
of
he's
the 4.
introduced with destroying the South Galaxy Cluster, and is referred to as capable of destroying the universe more than once throughout the film.
I'll get into that.
Between each of these movies, including Bio Broly, he's stated to be getting stronger than his previous appearance, meaning technically the character in contention mention in this video is the sludge monster version of himself from Bio Broly, as weird as that might
What
seem.
is he gonna
Now,
do when like
honestly-
Gogeta comes with like a hose?
The one that got bullied, got beaten by Goten and
That's
Trunks.
all I'm
Yeah,
asking.
that's
When Gogeta comes with like a hose, just like a hose from like
it.
I don't know, Bulma's house. What is Broly gonna do? Yeah, what is Broly gonna do? That's my question.
Cry about it.
Surface level.
What if what if he
Broly
just
definitely has the
teleports to Earth and grabs a hose, bro? He's cooked.
worst
Oh, wait,
set of
I got some
opponents,
comments,
as
I
he
got some
fights
comments.
only movie
I got some comments. Oh, damn, there's a lot of comments. Broly's power level in Infinite, according to Chilai Scat. No, it's just that his power level, like, they just couldn't measure his power level.
Yeah.
Because Chilai
Yeah,
Scouter
and
can only
plus we're not talking about Super.
Because Chilai's power
we're not talking about-
Scouter can only, like, measure up to, like, 99,000, I think.
I think that comment was probably back when we were talking about the power levels and
Broly is
stuff.
called by-
Let me see what else there is.
Okay, that
Dragon
was...
Ball fans don't read. Yeah, you're right, Miguel.
Oh no.
It's Broly, motherfuckers. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's see. The best feat he could scale off is from the South Galaxy, while Vegeta. If you want to go by like tiering system related stuff, Broly probably comes in last, but you do have more arguments really based on statements and stuff. Broly is, listen, Koyama. I'm just gonna say Koyama statements are gonna matter here, but Koyama's kind of just like an old man that says things that he backtracks on like later. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So that's all.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
say.
lie, bro.
We'll get into
Like,
Koyama.
Yeah, I think we should just get into that later when the time
Yeah.
is to discuss all. Break it
I'm
Koyama
just saying that 'cause
Koyama
someone
admitted he
commented
was
that.
biased towards Exactly! Exactly!
true, too.
Exactly!
Biased.
Too bad Vegeta solos all of Z. You might be cooking on Moshi. You might be cooking.
Might be. All right, let's get to
Unless,
this.
you know,
of
you
Cell
think Kid
Saga
Boo's above
to early
Vegito.
Blue Saga level characters.
We don't talk about those guys.
However, that's not where Broly's claim to the strongest comes from. The writer of the
Oh,
movies
here
and
they
the
come.
head
Here
showrunner
it
of
is.
Oh, here it
the Dragon Ball
goes.
Z anime and
The
a creator
glaze.
of numerous other Dragon Ball
The
related
glazing.
series, Takeo Koyama has said in interviews that Broly is the strongest character he's ever created and the strongest character in Z. The only reason he's ever lost is simply through arrogance and holding back too much. Does this make Broly the strongest? Before we find out, we have one more contender. Super Vegito.
The
The
king.
original
goat!
and the longest time only canonical fusion between Goku and Vegeta that existed in Dragon Ball Z anime and manga. Brought forth through
Gogeta came
Potara
first,
fusion, Vegito has a ludicrous amount of stamens claiming
What?
him to be the strongest. Now, many of these come from manga guides like the
They made
Daizenshu.
it up.
These we can mostly ignore given that none of these other characters besides Goku exist in the manga canon. However, just as many stamens for Vegeta exist in anime guide materials. He's called the strongest of them all in V-Jump, the strongest warrior in history, and the most powerful character in Z by the Ultimate Battle Collection.
Can we go back real
3
quick?
calls him
Like
the
10
ultimate
seconds.
combined warrior, and there are just so many guides that say similar things. Essentially, if a guide material
so can you go
mentions
back,
Vegeta,
Yeah, I'm trying to go
there
back. Someone
is a
keeps
chance
unpausing
that
it.
they
Oh.
call
Hold on.
Okay,
I
I
don't
said
think-
I was gonna be the one who was gonna pause it.
No, I think it might be Buggy. I don't think anyone's pressing anything. I think it might be Buggy.
No. I think I'm the one to control it.
Are you?
Yo, Willie is king.
I think I might be the one in control.
Wait, he's the
Damn.
demon god.
He is the demon god. True, but wait a minute.
simply through arrogance.
So I
Okay,
want to
just
see
play it
if
again. Willie,
Vegito-
pause it, pause it, pause it,
Vegito
pause it.
has
All right, I'll pause it. I'll
ludicrous
pause it.
amount-
I'll pause it. I can control it as well. I paused it. What did you
Okay.
want to say, Itsubi?
Oh, well, it was about some statement. I want to look and see the scam because I think if I remember this
All
correctly,
right.
the statement's kind of
What
interesting.
we find out, we have Moro, the original and the longest time
Yeah, it's
only
around here
canonical
somewhere.
fusion between Goku and Vegeta that existed in Dragon Ball Z anime, Daizenshu. These we can mostly ignore given that none of these other characters besides Goku exist in the manga canon. However, just as many stamens for Vegeta exist in
Yeah, it's
anime
coming
guide
up.
materials. He's called the strongest of them all.
Yeah. Do you guys notice who's below Vegito in that scam?
Nope,
Gogeta.
I'm blind. So yeah, that's so weird because it says
Yeah,
the same
because the
thing.
Gogeta block, yeah. The Gogeta part says he's the strongest, and the Vegito part says he's the strongest.
Yeah,
so
that's an
I
issue.
feel like
Because
No,
that's
no,
also a
you
problem with
could
some other
say-
skins. That's also some problem with some other skins. They also say the exact same thing about Gogeta, and I'll get into that later on once he mentions them.
yeah. Wait, 1 second. So this is an argument I thought of. You know what you could say?
What?
So you know it says this Vegito form, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could say it means that like Vegito as an overall form is like stronger than Gogeta, but like the movie 12 version beats the Buu Saga Vegeta because like the Goku and Vegeta are stronger. You could say that maybe it's a little weird, because the way it's phrased, I do think it's just calling Vegito the strongest, especially because like Vegito, calling Vegito a form is also a bit weird. He's like a being, so I don't know. But if you wanted to interpret it as Vegito being
to
a
be
form,
fair,
you can maybe try to make sense of it.
Elmanga Legendary also calls him a form.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time that like they also referred to him like as a form.
Yeah, but there's also other times where it's like the thing is like he has like his own.
I get what you're talking.
He's
about.
like a person. Yeah.
My point is like it's debatable. I don't think like either scan could be used like for Gogeta or Vegito.
Yeah. And then another scan here is interesting too. Let me play it for a second. I'll pause at it.
Warrior in history and the most powerful character.
Okay.
That guide is specifically an anime only guide.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't talk about the movie. Does it even mention the movies like a single time?
Do any of those?
I don't think it does.
But 1 second.
By the
this
Battle
one,
Collection. Chosenchu 3
Yep,
calls him the
yep,
Ultimate
yep,
Combined Warrior, and there are just
Yo, I just missed it. Come on. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna try to snipe this.
V-Jump, the strongest warrior in
if I miss it
history,
again,
and the
I'm
most
gonna just
powerful character in Z by the Ultimate
take
Battle
the L,
Collection.
but-
Chosenchu 3 calls him the Ultimate Combined Warrior, and there are just
I'm trying to get it. Let's go. Got it. Yeah, so this is from a GT guide. So, okay, he doesn't have the translation on screen. I could probably find it, but hang on, let me see what this says again.
I'm surprised they got
this
the
scan's
Japanese.
interesting because yeah, I think this was actually in my Vegeta video. Let me go check out. I think I might have the files for that still. Wait a minute. I have the files for that because I still have the translation too.
You got the juicy scans.
Vegeta scans. Oh, hang on, let me cook.
Oh, fusion is a transformation, so yes, it is a form. Vegito is 100% the strongest in Z. Koyama admitted it's unworthy he is biased towards. Okay, so we got a mini debate going on in chat.
Yeah, you can let them thug it out, but yeah. So this says the strongest warrior of them all, and it's in a GT guide that mentions GT characters. All I'm saying is that's kind of crazy.
But
because wouldn't that entail that?
Doesn't that same guide also like question like if he's stronger than like a Super Saiyan 4? Isn't it in the same guide as this?
No, this is different. This is different.
This is kind of crazy because that would entail that if he's stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta,
there's
as
okay,
Super
to
Saiyan
be
4,
fair,
no way, bro.
I think wait, to be fair. I think this is from like a GT anime comic that covers like the Baby Saga, so you could say it's just talking about Baby Saga stuff.
Oh, okay.
Because there are statements that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like the strongest character in all dimensions.
Yeah, yep. And there's also like
the movies
some
are alternate dimensions.
Doesn't Baby say like I've
True.
retained like the mightiest Saiyan power in history or something like that? And Goku's like, yep, you're right.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that for Gogeta, but what I will say is you probably okay. So I know some people, and this is gonna sound a little crazy, but they think that GT follows Fusion Reborn and not the actual Busaga events because there's a guide that refers to Fusion Reborn when it talks about how Gogeta shows up, and it shows pictures from like Fusion Reborn. I think it's just saying, hey, it's Gogeta like the guy in the movie, not saying it's like literally the same timeline. But if you want to take it that way and say that, but if you wanted to say that like Gogeta is the version in the GT timeline, and then Goku's like, yeah, Baby's the strongest guy I've seen, put him above Gogeta, and then Vegeto's still the strongest of all, you'd have like a crazy skill for Vegito. But I don't think it's really honest to say that GT follows the same timeline, especially when GT is called like a sequel to the anime many times. I think it makes sense.
Some of the movies are canon to GT, like Cooler just is canon, like he just literally shows up in GT.
But that just might be canon to the anime as well at that point, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it's just only like Revenge of Cooler, since it's like it doesn't have his metal.
Because Cooler is actually because you can make the argument that Cooler is canon because Daizenshuu kind of does list it in its timeline. So.
But you can put the video back on play. I'll look for that one scan I'm talking about.
Nani, hit play.
All right.
So many guides that say similar things. Essentially, if a guide material mentions Vegito, there is like a 90% chance that they call him the strongest in some way.
So I kind of have an issue with this guy. Is it just me or is not providing the translations at all?
He was before, but
he's just bringing up like he just did like a speed run.
Yeah, I mean he should have dropped them. But
yeah, okay.
The thing is,
I think it's very counterintuitive to just drop a scan without.
I agree. It's not like we're all reading Japanese here, but at the same time, I think like we all know this shit just says, "Oh, blah blah strongest."
Yeah. So it's more
mean,
just
the
like
thing
a,
is, some
so it's
people
more
have
just like an
agendas,
issue
bro.
with
You
like
don't
the,
really know.
it's more just like an issue.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
production.
the YouTube viewer might not know, but like
Yeah,
I can
but-
tell you that
yeah,
he's not lying. He should have provided
same,
it.
same, same.
With
Yeah.
all that being said, and with each character measured out with their statements and feats, who is the strongest?
Gogeta.
The first thing we need to understand is that determining the answer through cross-verse scaling is not going to get us anywhere. Every single one of these characters at their peak scaling are beyond what the Dragon Ball equivalent of the universal tier is. Goku and Vegeta are both stronger than Buu, Broly gets stronger after his own universal statements, and Gogeta scales arguably over a universal feat. So, instead, we have to look to the legitimacy of statements and actual inverse scaling between the four of them. Thus, the first character that we can actually eliminate from the running is unfortunately Goku.
Yeah,
and the
he's
reason
stayed
he's out
weaker than
is
Vegeta.
because of Vegito.
Yeah.
While Goku is stated to be the strongest in the universe, by the end of Z, the universe doesn't have Vegito in it. Meanwhile, Vegito is specifically referred to as the strongest in history, which immediately means that Goku never surpassed him. Again, this was obviously retconned by Dragon Ball Super, but when this statement was made, Super was still years away, so this leaves just Broly, Gogeta, and Vegito. The next weakest link to fall is unfortunately Gogeta.
No.
I've talked about why
No.
Vegito beats Gogeta before,
No.
but
I
I'd like to
disagree
throw
with that
more
as
evidence into play here. Very clearly, they both have guides that call them number one, but it's unclear if this is referring to all Z materials or just within the anime and Fusion Reborn respectively, so we need to see when they appear together. There are only a handful of official guides that both have Fusion Reborn Gogeta and Vegito in them simultaneously. V-Jump has had them together at least twice, while Jazenshu 4 and the Movie 12 Animanga have profiles on both.
Okay, this is a really good one. I'm sorry for pausing, but okay. I'm just saying the fact that like the movie 12, literally the Fusion Reborn anime manga calls Vegito the strongest is kind of crazy. That's all I'm saying.
But it also does the same for Gogeta. Because I'm pretty sure that for Gogeta, I don't know, I'd have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure that says like invincible, like strongest warrior or something. Like that specific scan he showed.
What does the Vegito scan say?
I don't. It says something similar. I don't know. I'd have to go get the translation. I'm pretty sure it also says
Sounds
something
like
along those
me.
lines.
I remember that Vegito scan. I tried translating it the first time. Like this was back when like DeepL and all that were all we had, and they were like really inaccurate. And it came out saying like Vegito cooks the 10 strongest universes. I was like, what?
What?
No, I swear. Hang on, let me find this. You should put this on stream. I swear, his translation was amazing. 1 second.
Bro, that's crazy. But another, yeah, because I know like Lonks, like, I think he's gonna bring up like how some sort, like for example, he brings up like, what is it? I think it's Daisenshu 5, and it calls like Vegito the strongest. But the thing is, and I actually spoke with Toxicus about this, is that it also calls Gogeta the strongest in that same guide. That's the problem with using these kind of statements. It's because if
I don't necessarily agree. Okay. I think in a lot of cases, yeah. But for example, in let's say Daisenshu 7, right? When they're talking about like using the barrier technique, and they're like, yeah, out of all barrier technique users, Vegeta is like the best because he's just like the most built different, right? I think that's literally just saying out of anyone who uses an ability in this guidebook, which keeps track of movie characters, manga characters, anime characters, and everything, that Vegito is just the best and like the strongest and shit. Because it even says like the reason he's the best at it is because he's the strongest character. So to me, that statement is like the most indicative. At least if you're gonna use one of those, I think the Daisenshu ones are the best for it.
I mean, I feel like you could still maybe like worm your like way potentially like out of it. Like you could maybe say, oh, maybe it's in context to like his history or something, and that's why he's still so good at it. Because usually
I think that's kind of weird to talk about. No, the thing is,
because
I
at
think
the
that's a
same
little
time, I think the
counterintuitive.
most direct comparison we have would be that like one V jump statement, because it just says like Gogeta from the Fusion Reborn movie versus Vegito from the Buu Saga.
okay, yeah, that one is something we're going to talk about for sure. And I do think I understand why you would have Gogeta above, but I do think if you're going to look at like just the statements of being the strongest, I think Vegito has the best ones.
Yeah, I think.
But also, do you see what I DM'd you, Sal?
Let me see. Strongest warrior cooks to shake the strongest 10 strongest universes. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can put that
number
on
one
screen.
chef.
Let me see if I can put that on screen. Hold on. Hold on. Full screen. This is so funny. Hold on.
Oh, Netherlands scored. Yo, I missed this whole Netherlands Turkey game. Man.
So let me go to. Okay, hold on. Let me see if we can add this. Hold on. Okay, do you guys see it?
Oh, they just.
This is the translation of this Vegito skin right here that the Itsufi got.
I think this is the most accurate translation. Personally, I think all I'm saying we should be debating like Vegito versus Gordon Ramsay. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God.
Like that's the better.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a high diff debate right there.
Make it bigger. So like I can't read it. Yeah, this back in the day, back in like 2021 when we had to use these terrible online translators, man. These were the scans we used to have, dude. We had no accurate translation. We had shit like this we were looking at. That era wasn't it, man.
Wait, we got
Except
a question. Fun. How strong would Busaga Vegito be if he went Super Saiyan 3?
8 times stronger than he was against Buhan.
Still below God Goku and Beerus. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that image now. Okay, let me zoom back in on the. Okay, resume.
Yeah.
You want me to, or him?
You, Nani, you.
Okay.
On both of them. Of these, Vegito is stated to be the strongest in 3 of them, while Gogeta is only stated to be the strongest in 1 of them.
Oh, he brought up the barrier entry.
Post recording log here. There's at least one instance I forgot.
Ironically, the
What?
only one with Gogeta winning
No,
is the
no.
V-Jump one, and it is directly in contradiction with V-Jump also calling Vegito undoubtedly the
Go back. Go back when he was bringing up the statements. Because I think he miscounted. Nope, further.
This one?
Let me try to
Is that the one?
Let me try to go back on it. Okay, he mentions these guides, but 2 of the guides he mentioned, Gogeta is also called the strongest in those guides. So why did he say like Vegito? Why did he act like Vegeta was like the only one being called?
He tried to build a consistency, and he said
no,
Vegito has more.
But he doesn't because like he said he was like 4-1, but it's not. It's more like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's not aware.
Yeah, it's more like 1-1.
He's not aware.
Okay.
He's just simply.
Let me think. What else is there to say here?
So it's just in terms of like what.
Yeah. I feel like looking at it, I think the best one, at least off memory, for Vegito is the Daizenshi ones, and then for Gogeta, the best one's probably the Weekly Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check real quick if there's anything else I'm missing.
There is one statement, but it's from a very questionable source, and it's that.
Oh, you're talking about that Dorothy magazine?
No. Well, there is that, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's
but that one says Gogeta's number 1 and doesn't even list Vegito.
From like the V-Jump that had like the Broly power level shit and gave power level like Gogeta and Broly.
Oh yeah.
There's a very
we can
interesting
talk about that
scan.
too.
So there's a very
I know what you
interesting
mean.
scan.
Yeah.
It says actually I'm scrolling through it right now. I believe it says like he's like the strongest in all. Yep, I'm looking at it right now. The undisputed top-notch super warrior in the universe. Absolutely the strongest in all of the Dragon Ball stories. Now,
and what power level does he have?
12 billion.
Wait, 12 million? Wait, you mean 12 billion?
Billion.
Oh, billion. 12 million. That had been so bad.
Okay,
yeah.
Now,
12 billion.
I
want to ask chat. I want to ask chat real quick. Wait. Let me ask chat. What do you guys think that the strongest character in Z would actually have a power level of 12 billion?
Like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. He'd be weaker than Mecha Frieza.
Bro's weaker than
Wait, no, he wouldn't. He'd be weaker than the androids. The Gogeta scan at the bottom says he's the strongest fusion. No, it just says he is like the strongest fusion born in the afterlife, not like he's the strongest fusion in the afterlife. There's a little bit of a difference. Hell no, definitely not. Okay, yeah, okay. So then there's a debate called when it says that, is it just talking about like in Budokai? Because I think Budokai, like you can measure power levels in Budokai, right?
I think so, but one second. So, gaming appraisal, I get your point, but the issue is we know Super Saiyan. Like, look at Super Saiyan, right? Take that shit like in Dynamic Saga. He's at 3 million. He goes Super Saiyan 50 times boost, and then he goes up to 150 million. Okay, so that we know at least the multipliers still work, and even just looking at, like the multiplier gains and stuff, it would be higher than 12 billion. So
Yeah.
this statement actually applying to canon doesn't make as much sense as saying like maybe it's just talking about some Budokai stuff, because the Budokai games in Japan are just called Dragon Ball Z. They're not called Dragon Ball Z Budokai. They're just called Dragon Ball Z.
But to be fair, some parts of the V Jump, or like of that V Jump, are blatantly talking about like their movie counterparts because they directly reference like what they're doing in like a certain scene. Like for example,
Yeah, but
like,
no. The thing is, I don't necessarily agree, because in Budokai 3 you can also play through those moments. So it could be talking about that happening.
No,
in
but
Budokai 3.
it literally like shows a panel from the movie and then breaks it down like in depth.
Let me
Wait,
look at this game real quick.
wait, can you play through Fusion Reborn in the game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait, maybe.
I
Wait
thought
a
it was
minute.
on the
Actually,
original
I'm not
Z.
sure. Yo, wait. You might be right, because I'm pretty sure Janemba is only added in like Infinite World, which came out later. So you actually might be right about that. But you can play against Broly. There's like a Broly moment. So I don't remember exactly. But hang on.
Yeah,
Let me
so-
go look at this scan real quick.
I don't think the scan is as I think it's obviously still a very, very debatable scan. But like if you can prove it's valid, then that's just a blatant statement right there. But the thing is I have a problem with. It just says in all Dragon Ball stories. So does that, include, GT?
I think the
Gogeta's
question is
amazing?
GT out by that point.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Z
So-
Vegito stronger than G4.
Well, I mean, okay, to be fair, people were arguing Broly was stronger than GT. So I don't think
Okay,
so. If dudes are gonna argue that, then they shouldn't have a problem with Gogeta being that strong either. So that's like my biggest potential issue with it, because Gogeta, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he also has like a statement of being strongest in like all dimensions.
Right. And then there's also some weird things too with the statement itself, where it says that like it said there will not be another warrior who matches him. I don't want you to think about that, right? I'm pretty sure the scan says, correct me if I'm wrong.
It
But if this
says
scan
like
is saying he's the strongest,
it said
and there will not be another warrior who matches him, that's kind of confusing.
no, that's not
It
what
kind
it
of
says.
also
No,
implies
it
that
says
in the-
even if additional
that's not what it
characters are
says.
added to Z3,
wait.
it is said that there's no warrior surpassing him. That's what it says.
Huh. Okay,
I'm not
that's
gonna lie, that
interesting,
kinda
maybe.
means the
Wait,
same
hold on,
thing.
guys. Hold on. Give me.
Wow, and remember, GT and like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are all in Budokai 3, and I get what you mean. That doesn't really match up. So if you want to say it's talking about Budokai 3, that could make sense.
Quick question: does the movie 12 Animanga have like is that the one that has Vegito in it?
Yep.
So on the cover, it makes a very interesting statement. The unprecedented and unparalleled ultimate fusion of Son Goku and Vegeta. Now, that could be an over Vegito statement, depending on how you read
You
that.
could read that a couple ways. Yeah. Like you could say in that movie it's the ultimate fusion of that, and it's of Goku and Vegeta, considering again there's another fusion in that movie, which is Gotenks.
But you could also read it just being like the strongest fusion of Goku and Vegeta.
You could, I know you could.
Yeah, it just depends on how you read it.
And it's weird again, because inside the material itself, it calls both of them the strongest. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's just taking that from the movie poster. And the movie poster, so if it's just quoting the movie poster, that's like not going to have the same context as what's in the rest of the book. It'd be in context to like the movie itself.
Yeah, it is.
And
on the
remember,
movie poster,
this is a fun.
but
I don't know if you guys know this.
I still don't think it should
No,
be like.
I want to mention this too, though. I want to mention too,
Alright,
because
I'm
the movie itself came out before Vegito as a character. Like Gogeta came out before Vegito. So
It
if
did.
it's just quoting the movie poster,
I don't think
then the
that
movie
was
poster's
on
in a
the.
context.
I don't think that was on the movie poster though.
I might be bugging. I just remember because you remember that one like old Instagram post I made. I think I made some sort of like discovery like that or something similar. Maybe not exactly that. So
I'd
make sure
have
to check
to.
what I'm saying.
Okay, I don't think you said. I'm not gonna call you a liar, but
Yeah,
I'd have to go back and check
I'll have
that.
to look for it. I'll have to look for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just resume the video though. But the thing is,
Sure.
I personally think Vegeto's stronger than like. Oh yeah, there's something else I want to mention. So it's about Janemba, because I know he's gonna mention Broly later. But the thing about Janemba is that he stated to be Goku's like strongest enemy. Like I've never encountered a key as big as this, an unprecedented power, blah 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 blah. And then that raises the question: is the Broly movie canon to Janemba? And if
We
you
can
go
talk about
by
that in a
if you
little
go
bit.
by Koyama, it is, because he actually said that the reason why he wrote the, like that all those cameo appearances like Paragus, like Cooler's Goons, BoJack, is to connect those movies. He actually said that actually was his intent when he wrote the movie, which I think is a little bit different than like current statements like he made on Twitter.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Because I do
And
think
overall, I think Janemba has just like, hang on, let me see other Janemba statements.
Yeah,
'Cause I think he has some
because I
pretty
do
good
think
ones
Koyama can
overall.
be used to an extent. I just don't think like his current statements can be used because like he doesn't have any like ties with like Toei anymore, does he?
You know,
He's
he was
retired,
like
isn't he?
backtracking about that whole Janemba Broly thing too.
Yeah, bro, dude, this is a funny one. He said like a battle between like Broly and like Boo is like contestable, right? Broly wins, but he's like barely stronger. But then he said that Broly is stronger than Vegito. Do you see the issue with that?
Yeah.
What a legend.
I think the old man dementia might be getting to him.
Shout
Mm,
out to Koyama, man.
Yeah. So I think and I know about Koyama, like several things about Broly, but someone even mentioned this in the chat earlier. He admitted to being biased to Broly. I believe when he was talking about when he was talking about like Beerus, right? Like in Battle of Gods. Yeah, he said like
What I
I'm
will
just biased
say-
for my own creation or something.
There are some arguments for Broly that don't use Koyama statements. We could talk about that after maybe. But you know the ones talking about, so?
Kinda. I remember when Toxicus like posted that on Instagram.
Yeah, he made a whole post on the ones that don't use Koyama, so we can like look at that after.
Yeah, but so just going off of that, I'd say also like Gogeta would also just beat Broly. I think it's time we resume the video though. I think we like pause for like.
Yeah, for sure.
Nani, would you do the honors?
1 second.
I'll just
let me try it.
Grab my
Strongest
wallet.
in
I got
all
it.
of them.
Have to
post
I did it.
Recording long here.
well, we were on that tangent for a long time, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
at the end of the video.
No,
No,
he's doing
sorry.
this like post-edit thing.
Ironically, the only one with Gogeta winning is the
We're
V-Jump
close to
one,
the end.
and it is directly in contradiction with V-Jump also calling Vegito undoubtedly
That's
the
not
strongest,
V- well,
directly
okay, that is
above
V-Jump,
a
but that's a
picture of
different
Gogeta. This statement in favor of Gogeta also implies
Actually, that's V-Jump. The other one's Weekly Shonen Jump, so it's not two V-Jumps. Okay, so that statement you can get into the biggest semantics of all time with. I'm not even gonna lie, like you can get into some like I was talking to Taurus and he was saying something like Vegeta was weakened in the anime because Goku and Vegeta were weakened or something.
What?
And I was talking to him. Listen, we had a whole convo. I forgot it. Go and message him. But he gave a whole argument for why Vegeta, and it could be saying that Vegeta in the anime, that's a weakened version with Lucid Gogeta, but the actual Gogeta is stronger because of Daizenshu. If you want to talk about that, you can try to talk about that.
That is
If you
the
want to say,
weirdest argument I've ever pro Vegeta argument I've ever heard.
what was I gonna say too? You can also get into the fact that this weekly Shonen Jump came out, I think, right before the episode where Vegito turned Super Saiyan, and then it takes like many more episodes until Vegito actually starts powering up in Super Saiyan. So you could say that they were maybe basing off the manga, which doesn't have Vegito powering up like he does in the anime, so they wouldn't have such a basis. And then you could say Daizenshu statements that happen later could override it.
But you could.
I think that argument's solid.
But to be fair, you could also say, well, they've seen base Vegito, and just Super Saiyan is just 50 times that. So they probably
Well,
the
not
game
50,
so their
but-
game well yeah because the Master Super Saiyan, but they probably would know the increase of like Master Super Saiyan. So I don't think it'd be that hard to deduce how strong Super Vegito would be. Just being completely fair. But that is like you could definitely get into semantics about that. Like me and you have talked about in the before.
Uh-huh.
And like this
And-
is
Wait,
meant
how
for like
long-
a huge like debate. So
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt, but like, how long have we been on this singular video?
I don't
Longer than we should have.
Yeah,
Let's put it back on play.
Yeah. I'll play it.
implies that the
It's doing
implies that the
it
implies that the fusion dance is stronger than Potara,
No, it doesn't.
which we know is absolutely not
No, it doesn't.
true. The
No,
movie 12
pause it,
Anna
pause it,
manga
pause,
is
pause,
especially
pause,
embarrassing.
pause. No, it doesn't. I know what he's talking about. It like he's because the reason it says like it draws out their power to the max, and like that's why like he beats Vegito.
Yeah, that's how Taurus argues his thing. Was
So-
it was Goku and Vegeta were weakened, so their powers aren't being brought out to the fullest.
No, so
Toxicus. That's what Taurus said.
Toxicus made the argument that would just you could also use that to imply that Fusion Reborn Goku and Vegeta are just stronger than Buu Saga Goku and Vegeta.
That's what I
And
told
it's-
E2B.
Yeah,
I told
and
him
it's
that the
their
reason why it
power
matters is
being
because
drawn out to the max.
Yeah.
Which is why
since
he's
their
stronger.
power is being brought up to max, and that's a contributing factor to him being stronger.
Yeah.
That would
Mhm.
indicate that two versions of these set of characters are distinct in strength, and the Fusion Reborn set is stronger. Since if you bring out the max of this set, and the max of this set is stronger than the other set, which should hypothetically have a better amplifier, then the only other conclusion you can reach to, right, without inducing a contradiction is, oh, okay, then probably that first set is stronger as a base.
Yeah, there's
the
like
other
more to be
set.
brought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, when I talk to Taurus, and mind you, just be clear, I'm not sure if Taurus actually believes this or if he was just saying it because he thought it was interesting. But yeah, what he said that he thinks it could be read as Goku and Vegeta are weakened in the anime, so their power can't be brought up to the fullest as Vegeta.
I do not think that was the intent at all.
Well, I mean, if we want to talk about intent, all I'm saying, according to intent, Koyama said that when he was making the movies, he wanted the characters to be the same level they were in the anime. So,
Did he say
by
that?
intent,
Did he say
Yeah,
that on
he
his
did.
Twitter? Man,
Yeah, let
Koyama
me go-
be saying
yeah,
the
yeah, he
craziest
did.
shit on his Twitter.
I
That
can-
is
I might
why I
be
do
able to
not
find that
like
too.
Twitter Koyama. Twitter Koyama is just I don't know.
I just
I'm
don't think
just saying-
Koyama should be taken as a source, to be honest, at this
Listen,
point.
I'm-
I don't
I'm
think
just talking about
Twitter
tension.
Koyama
You really
is
shouldn't.
the source. I think
I mean, I also know that what's said is there's supposed to be like what ifs on what could possibly happen, right? Like these events could happen or something like that. And if you want to take that as like, if you took the Goku and Vegeta in the anime and put them in hypothetical, this would happen. You could take like that, and then it would literally be the
some of
same
the
power
comments said
levels.
something. Mr. Perfect Cell,
Yeah,
you
okay.
need to make a video about this topic. I kind of did. I kind of did make a video on
This-
Vegito versus Gogeta. Like,
This debate is heated. Okay. I will say I wanted to make this video for a long time, and I just didn't do it. So I have like a bunch of ideas in my head. So if I'm just saying about like 30 different points, my
Embarrassing.
fault. I just have all the stuff in my head. But yeah,
all right, play it because if I play it again, it's just gonna,
yeah, go ahead.
Got it.
As this is
bruh.
God damn it, Nani.
as this is literally a book about Fusion Reborn and
We
shows
already
its
went over this. We
entire
don't need to- we
story,
don't need to go
and
over
yet
it again.
Vegito is still called the strongest in history. This leaves Broly versus Vegito. Broly already arguably has precedent over Gogeta himself, as the movie guide Daizenshu
Did we already go over this, or do we? do
This
we have
is
to
like
go over
Broly's.
this?
Let's see what Long brings up.
refers to Broly as the strongest, getting him over Gogeta without any
What?
of the author's statements. And speaking
Nigga, what?
of Koyama's statements, it
That
truly
guide
comes
also
down
says
to I
Gogeta
think they
is
are
the
a
strong-
legitimate
okay.
reflection of the final product of Dragon Ball.
Like I should be talking
or
about in this movie
not.
as well.
And if you think being the showrunner of the anime gives him precedent over
Okay, so this is
fiction
just Koyama's
contained
things. We've
within
already
it. Now, I
spoken
really
about
don't
those.
want to get into it, but Koyama has been harassed by power scalers like crazy on Twitter, and he's gone back and forth on statements multiple times on multiple things. So here's where I sit on this personally. I think his
Wait, did you
statements
say
regarding
Dr.
the movies
Toyama?
are very
Or
valid,
Toriyama?
given how he fully wrote them, as opposed to the anime, where he wrote a couple of episodes, but he mostly just oversaw their production. Regardless of what conclusion you reach, there is going to be a contradiction somewhere. There are just too many official guidebooks and interviews and statements to ever create a 100% cohesive power scale. But if I had to
I
rank
agree.
them, Vegito comes in at number 1. Having statements straight up calling him the strongest in Z, and everything we've talked about is just so much stronger in totality than everyone else's claims. Number 2 is Broly. He's the one statement
I'm with
champion,
LeBron.
but that one statement pretty clearly puts him above number 3, who is Gogeta. And while he's more often compared to Vegito, Broly, I think, just more reasonably fits in between their levels of power. And finally, Goku comes in fourth. While he has statements calling him the strongest, they are always in comparison to characters other than these 3 guys. So there you have it. My reasoning for the strongest characters in Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
If you made it this
so
far, thank you so
I'm gonna
much
pause it.
for watching. If you do
Pause it.
disagree with my takes, you can join my
Someone
Discord
pause it?
or let
Someone
me know.
pause it. Okay.
Pause.
So final thing. How would you rank those 4? Let's start with Itsubi.
How would I rank them?
Yeah.
In my truest, most honest of opinions, let me think. Probably like Vegeta 1, Gogeta 2, and then I don't know, Broly and Goku. Let me think. That's weird. Wait a minute. What mutual scaling would they have?
You could probably argue like
No, it's
Boo
not.
scaling. Oh, who just joined?
Wait,
Future.
Future, can you leave or
Yeah,
stream?
you
We're
gotta.
doing the,
Oh.
yeah, we're doing a thing. Yeah.
End of Z Goku would be above.
Um,
So yeah, that's something you could
so-
argue. If you think
okay.
if you think Kid Buu stronger than like Janemba, then he would be. Like,
Well, actually, hold on. Don't like Broly and Kid Buu have like similar feats, right? Like on-screen feats.
they
like
have.
they both destroy Galaxy.
Yeah, if you want to talk about like
Okay, wait, no, I thought about it. So, okay, if I think, hang on. All right, if you want to go by some type of the movies and anime are supposed to be like somewhat comparable, and then say that like End of Z Goku is gonna be way above Busai Goku, and then Busai Goku would be over Buu when you could scale Buu to like Janemba or whatever, apparently, or something like that. Then I guess it'd be above Broly if you want to go by Janemba above Broly. That seems, I will say, making a mutual scaling for that seems hard because I'm not sure like if you decide to not go the whole Broly like statements route, I think I can think of more skills for End of Z Goku. It seems kind of weird though. You seem to have to go through like a lot of like loops.
here's something you could say. You could say that since that the weekly Shonen Jump, the Gogeta over Vegeta one, it implies that like Gogeta versus Vegito could potentially be a drawn out battle. That maybe Gogeta isn't too much stronger, so then like base Gogeta and base Vegeta would be relative. And then Gogeta felt the need to just instantly go Super Saiyan versus Janemba. So you could argue that like Janemba's scale is to base Gogeta. So going off of that, he would be above like he'd probably be above Buhan and probably in like a similar tier to like Anime Kid Buu. Because both would just be above.
Right. So if you want to go with something like that, I mean you could take this a whole bunch of ways. I feel like it'd be easier to make a scale for End of Z Goku.
Yeah.
It seems odd either way.
So
I will say, I mean, I guess also that's an interesting point because even if you want to say that like the statement got kind of retconned and it's only referring to like a version of Vegito they didn't exactly know, because the thing is, okay, I know what you're saying about they should have the calculator or whatever, but the thing with the anime is it's like, yeah, like the narrator's like it seemed like the match was even, and then Vegito went Super Saiyan, like it's treating it as like it's a shocking thing, like wow, Vegito brought out Super Saiyan, like who would have guessed, you know? He brought up only the
well, it could be that maybe like they didn't know like actually no, I know Elder Kai said that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if they're acting like they're not sure about how all that's gonna work, it is kind of weird to me to say that the guide would just deduce all that. But yeah, you can keep on going. If I had to pick between Broly and Goku, I'd say you could probably have an easier time making an argument for End of Z Goku, but getting any mutual scaling. Well, actually, no, it'd be much easier to argue for Broly, but I think if you're going to make an honest argument, it'd probably be easier to argue for Goku. That would be kind of weird. And that's like jump through hoops either way.
So my ranking is just basically the same. It's just swapped Gogeta for Vegito. It'd just be Gogeta, Vegito, Goku, then Broly. Nana, you're next.
Okay. I would probably have Gogeta at 1, Vegito at 2, Broly at 3, and then Goku at 4. I think that if we take a consistency of speed and AP, and I know, we said at the beginning we're not going to do crossverse scaling, but I think to the level of where these two characters don't really have much scaling that's mutual,
Like
and we
Gogeta,
kind of have to
Gogeta
do.
and Goku. So not Gojo.
No,
like
Broly and Goku.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Broly and Goku. Okay.
Well, I think Broly's like an overtime universal threat. Pure Buu's kind of like a much quicker one, and Goku scales above Pure
Yeah.
Buu. So I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that he's stronger than Metacooler. Metacooler arguably has the best speed feed in the entirety of Dragon Ball.
No, he doesn't.
And
But
you don't think so?
No, he doesn't.
No, the problem is that like it's actually stated that like at least in the movies when Goku uses instant, specifically in the Metal Cooler movie, that when Goku uses instant transmission, he enters like another space and travels through that space.
Wait. The thing is, this other space is arguably the subspace which lacks the concept of time and space, man. That's all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro.
No, the drip
I'm
sauce.
just
saying,
if
listen.
Goku and
kind of
Metal
a-
Cooler. Wait. I'm
immeasurable
just saying.
Broly
If
scaling.
it's true that Goku and Metal Cooler are moving in a place with no concept of time and space, that might make the feat better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Want to know what's funny?
Transcends time.
Want to know the
Transcends
scan?
time, man.
Want to know the scan that people use that for? Want to know who took that scan? Want to know who took that picture of that scan? It was
You
me.
got wait. You got
Hmm.
one of them. The other one was Krim. Half of the credit goes to Krim, half it goes to you.
Yeah, but the people, the
Yeah,
main,
I
the
mean,
main
what
one,
you
the
just
main one
referenced
that like
too-
Seth and Chuck use. I took that one.
All right, congrats to you, Sal.
All right.
W.
So
So both Cell and E2B have technically been in that session.
so.
Oh God.
Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, you know, that one interview is.
Yeah, I mean, even then, even counting the fact that they enter a subspace, I still don't think that matters much. I think that would still.
I mean, if you think
With
it's beyond the
given the
concept of
speed of the
time, then that'd
technique.
be just fucking like, what would that be like a relevant speed or
Yeah,
something?
I think it's just a space that's they enter the space, but since it's a different dimension, time doesn't flow the same. So in real life, it is still, or in the real dimension, right? The dimension where they're fighting, it's still instantaneous movement because no time has passed from point A to point B. But what in actuality they're moving to a subspace, right, at that speed, and then from that subspace they're going back, right? So there's obviously speed that's going into it because even in the clip, right, Goku is running through the subspace, and if that is supposedly instantaneous, right, then that would still kind of indicate that okay, Goku is going to a subspace instantaneously. I'm being attacked in 1 second.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
The
The killing has begun.
Get my list.
Okay, I
Okay,
killed
I
it.
think my list.
killed it.
Oh, never mind.
And Metal Cooler is still able to intercept that, you know, while also having instant transmission himself. You know, that's the crazy part. He also has it, but yet through sheer speed, he can just go inside and just take
So-
Goku out.
So that I think that gets into a lot of semantics. Like if time like flows like differently in like this one subdimension, would that mean it would also flow differently in the other dimension, like from their
All
perspective?
right, one second.
I think that just gets into too many semantics. I don't know. It's just too weird of a feature.
As far as I know, different time flow wouldn't really be indicative of anything speed wise. I think that would just be like, just kind of like impressive, maybe like adaptation, being able to move there. I don't think you can actually get much from it speed wise. But in any case, I don't know. Going off of Tiering's like stuff is interesting, especially if, as I mentioned before, you can say that like Z and GT are supposed to be the same canon, and then GT has Cooler in it, but you could say it's only like the first Cooler
Well,
movie.
I'm not
the second one.
counting. I'm not counting for my list. I'm not counting really Cooler's inclusion to Z, because I'm not counting GT's inclusion to.
Yeah,
Z. So
Again, you
that's what I was
could
gonna
take
say,
it a
right?
bunch of weird ways. Yeah.
It's debatable.
Yeah, the way I view the feat, I view it as a blatant like outspeeding of the actual technique. We know the technique is instant,
We
right?
know.
So if he's doing, yeah. So I'd say like obviously End of Z Goku does not have that speed, so I'd probably just say like off of if we say that Broly's stronger because of the database statements, interview statements, right? There's a stronger consistency for Broly to be above End of Z Goku than there is End of Z Goku for Broly.
And Wilby, what's your list?
Oh, okay. You say E2B? Okay, whatever. Okay. I'm gonna be a little contrary on this one. All right. Number 1, Vegito. 2, not Broly. 2, Gogeta. 3, Goku. 4, Broly.
He said he's gonna be a good trainer. He took my list. W Willie, let's go.
All right, so
Five.
Take
So
your list.
finally-
You put Broly above Goku.
That's not what happened, but I agree with you anyway.
So
let's
after
go.
50 minutes,
I put Broly above Goku.
so after 50 minutes,
I
we
put
finally got
Broly
past
above
the first video. So what's the next one?
Yeah.
Yo, chat. Wait. Let me ask chat. Chat. Were we too slow? Should we went quicker?
Okay, let's see what chat says. Let's see what they say. The
No,
boys.
no,
How many people
I
are
think
there?
I didn't think we were.
We got 7 people in chat right now. I mean, not a lot, but you know. Yes, you should.
You guys are
yes,
slow.
yeah,
All right.
Okay.
My fault. We'll
Okay.
speed it up,
Luckily,
we'll speed it up.
the video is not like as fast. It's like this Willie's gonna like this next one.
I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna definitely wear my noodles.
Yap Fest. You're not wrong.
I know what video it is. I've seen it already.
How do you play it?
Yeah, YouTube, yeah,
Hang on. Give me the video.
I'm gonna cry, bro.
Frieza,
I'm
the
gonna
Emperor.
cry.
Copy. Alright, I'm sending it in your DMs.
Okay. I'll put this one on.
Frieza, the Emperor of the Universe, who is
God.
notorious for not only conquering planet
Before this starts, I'm gonna say Frieza Solo is invincible as a setting. All right, let's go.
He
but
does,
along
he
with
does.
hundreds
I know,
of worlds, and
I
was
know,
considered
I know.
the strongest being in the universe at one point.
It's not
What if
fair.
in Dragon Ball, one of these planets that Frieza had to conquer was none other than planet Viltrum, or basically just replace the Saiyans, as Viltrums are the closest things we have to comic books.
So weaker
If
Saiyans then?
Frieza tried, could he conquer planet Viltrum, or would he just get overwhelmed? Firstly, I'll be talking about Frieza scaling, and then I'll get into where Invincible is at. As I already have talked about Invincible a couple of times on the channel, while I have rarely ever talked about Frieza or Namek Saga scaling. So with that out of the way, let's get right into the topic at hand. The most accepted scaling for Frieza I usually see is Dwarf Star level, due to him in his first form casually destroying planet Vegeta, which has 10 times the gravity as normal Earth. A basic calculation has this at Dwarf Star level, and
Could be
mind
higher.
you, Frieza did
Depends
this
on
in
which
his
calc you use.
first form super casually. Frieza specifically would go on to have 3 more transformations, with
Spanish
his
Daizenshi
weakest
second.
transformation being twice as strong as his first form, and with the peak of his power being at 120 million, which is specifically over 226 times stronger than his first form. Mind you, in Dragon Ball, power levels aren't linear, as Vegeta, who had a power level of 24,000, completely dismantled Dodoria, who had a power level of 22.
No,
And
no,
so
no, no, no.
This
Pause,
should
pause,
be
pause,
enough
pause,
to
pause.
get Frieza into the
So they are linear. Goku with the Kaioken times 4 went from 8,000 to 32,000. So a way you could explain away why like Vegeta like dominated like Kui and Doria the way he did is is that you could argue they were mentally nerfed. So maybe they weren't at like that 22.
Mentally nerfed.
Yeah. Well, I think Kui especially, because he was freaking the hell out when Vegeta powered up. Because
Well,
two of
then
the
there's
Komodos,
also Zarbon.
yeah,
There's Zarbon who was like 23,000 and was still getting shat on before he transformed.
I mean Zarbon, at least going by the anime, he was at least putting up a decent bit
Look,
of fight.
you could say like multipliers aren't or multipliers are linear and the rest of the stuff isn't. I don't know. You can make
it-
some weird argument about it. I don't
yeah,
think in any case it's not entirely exponential. You can put it back.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So it was in the video.
Star Wars, considering that in the anime, Namek engulfs a cluster of stars. And so this should definitely get Frieza into that star level range at the very worst. I personally believe Frieza to be much stronger than this, as even anime calculations like Vegeta destroying
Yep.
the bug planet was around that dwarf star level.
Yep.
And
The
Frieza
bug planet, let's
transforming from his
go.
first to second form had King Kai thinking, oh my god, he's gonna destroy the universe. It's very
that's
clear that Frieza probably didn't just get simply 2 times stronger. And we see in the anime a dying Frieza would manage to survive the explosion of Namek. This explosion, mind you, engulfed a cluster of stars. Calculations have this to be around multi-solar system, which Frieza does manage to barely survive. And what makes this really hard to deny is the fact that Frieza had absolutely no energy and half a body. So to say he's just barely reaching star level, I feel like is just kind of lowballing him and using
I don't think this is
mainly
bad. I don't think
old
there's any- I
metas
don't think there's
and
anything to
not
say
really
here.
being caught up with the times. I believe with current metas, especially given the anime version of Frieza,
I mean-
he should easily
No offense, but this isn't exactly a hard topic. I think pretty simple, but we can give him a watch.
He should easily
I
be
don't know
reaching
why he
that
made this
large
video.
star to even
I honestly
solar
don't know.
system
I mean,
tier of
I
power.
think
As for
thematically it's kind
Frieza's
of cool.
speed, we have as early
But power slowing wise, it's pretty short and simple.
Yeah. Right now, I'm just
Sadly.
saying like his scaling for Frieza right now. I think it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after we had to like pause 30 times in the last video, it's good to have something simple, you know.
is
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Goku dodging light, and in the anime, directly he reacts to things in space as he's traveling to Namek. This was calculated to be around thousands of times the speed of light, and we also have things
He said
like the
thousands
range
instead of
of
1.4
vision
trillion.
as well, reaching billions of times the speed of light. And this was 50% of Frieza's blast that went off later on, and a full-powered Frieza would obviously be faster than this. And as for his hacks, Frieza has mastery over ki control, so he can do things like fly, shoot death beams, and utilize telekinesis to use the area around him to fight. He can also survive in the vacuum of space, so he could just simply nuke a planet and be fine right after, theoretically. Has some of the most ridiculous endurance feats within the series, especially during Dragon Ball Super. Like, this dude has survived a planet exploding with 0 energy and half a body. He would survive getting beaten up for character. Unironically, Frieza's endurance would be in a higher tier than his own attack potency. And with
True.
that aside, let's talk about the Viltrumites and let's see if they can take
He
down
probably
the
have
Emperor
better.
of the
He
universe.
probably has better.
Now, the
endurance
most
than
known
Viltrumites,
feat
to
in
be honest.
Invincible, and what's mainly used for scaling the verse, is the feat of 3 Viltrumites destroying a planet, which I
Wow,
honestly don't
planet
think is as
busting,
impressive
crazy.
as people think. One, they specifically needed to hit a point
He doesn't
in
even
the
think their
planet,
planet
or
was
else they'd
carried, by the
just
way.
die on impact, and these Viltrumites are some of the more stronger ones. And 2, the feat itself isn't even planet level. It's like, at best, maybe moon or maybe small planet if you're being
It's
super
small,
super
it's
generous.
small
But
planet.
for this video, I'm gonna be nice and
Yeah, I honestly I don't know why he doesn't think that they are at least
There's-
small planetary with
Because
that
he's probably
heat thing at
he's
like
he's
the
probably
middle.
saying that because I think there are some calcs that say like it's moon or something.
Yeah,
I
but, like,
mean,
seeing as it's,
okay,
like, the
to be
middle
fair,
of
to be
the
fair, one
series,
second.
right? And these characters get one-shotted by another character, then they get infinitely stronger from this. So, like, I don't know, man.
I think it's also worth mentioning that like it stated that like I think like 30 Viltrumites together could split a planet in two, and that would
No,
be
he
small
said
planet
it was
level.
Like, it was like 30 times or something like that.
What?
Because he said it was like 30 Viltrumites could split a planet. Because I know the scene you talk about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, if you divide the power to split a planet in two by 30, it's still small planet level.
But something else to take note of is that the creator of Invincible talks about this feat and like references, like always talks about like how impressive it is. Like they punched through a planet and blew it up. The thing,
Yeah.
so the thing is like he never mentions Space Racer when talking about how impressive it is. So
Look,
you
all
could
I'm gonna say-
interpret that as him implying that maybe they are still in that planetary range.
Yep. Yeah, and
All
also,
I'm gonna
Space
say,
Racer.
right? All I'm gonna say, if you think about it, okay, Ryan Otley worked on like Hulk comics and like Kirkman worked on a bunch of Marvel comics, and they said together that Invincible would like stalemate the Hulk, so they would have like good knowledge. So I don't know, man.
I mean, one of
I mean, they also said that
Omni
Omni-Man would just murder Homelander, but
They
Oh,
said
yeah.
he'd beat up Superman.
they,
Obviously,
they,
I'm
they said they
joking,
beat up
but,
base
like,
Thanos.
and wait, I'm just saying, if you want to take author's statement, Omni-Man and like Invincible, they are cooking like a bunch of verses. Obviously, the
Well,
real
no,
ones
well, no,
aren't doing
listen.
that. If you want to take like the author like full eyeball version, they might make they can do some damage.
Well, no, let me say this real quick. So, like, one of like the Earth's heroes in Image Comics, Pitt, in a crossover fights against the Hulk, right? And yeah, sure, I guess. And Pitt in the comics, he kind of in the Viltrumite War, he's able to kill like an alternate version of Mark, like pretty, like he kind of rips one's face off, like digs his fingers into his face and just kind of rips him apart and shit. But like, yeah, this is like middle of the road, so I'm not sure if it's like, you know, I don't know.
That just gets
But-
into like crossover canonicity.
Yeah, it very much does.
Resume.
But I mean,
Wait,
I
one
will say-
second.
I will say this.
So, wait, so
What?
there's a question in chat. Do you have any answer to it, like the latest
Oh,
question,
is there? Let me look. What
or
is
the one above the latest one?
What about? I'm not even gonna try pronouncing that.
Okay.
Wait, what's the question?
Oh,
Um.
Mr. Aslick. I don't know who this guy is.
Oh.
I don't know. He sounds weird, but Mr.
He was
Acid.
asking about some
Yeah.
phenom-
What about
phenomenological
phenomenological?
eidetic reduction.
Yeah, that.
That's a good question, man.
I
I'll
don't
try
know.
and answer that one
I'll
later.
get back to
Yeah,
you.
put the video back on.
But-
I'll get back to you.
The video
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Give the Viltrumites the benefit of the doubt, as unironically, most if not all Saiyans shown on screen are more than likely planet level. I will say the top tier Viltrumites are definitely like in that large planet tier, but
Okay.
most if not all Viltrumites are like maybe multi-continental or probably in lower tiers. But again, I'm gonna be generous towards the Viltrumites for this video and say most if not all of them are like small planet. Thrag and Adult Mark are the only ones who I think could be argued to be in a higher tier, since they're just simply way stronger than every other Viltrumite. But it's not really quantifiable, and I can't really get them past that planet range. Like, I'm not about to say Thrag is star level because he's stronger than Viltrumites that are planet level. And as for speed, most of the relevant Viltrumites should scale to Alan and Omni-Man speed calcs of them traveling through light years and weeks, with both coming out to be around massively faster than light. And this is one thing I will say that most Viltrumites should probably scale to. But again, we're going to be nice and giving the Viltrumites a little bit more leeway, just so we can see how far Frieza is willing to go to take them down. Now, as for hacks, the Viltrumites don't have anything to note. Unlike the Saiyans, they don't really have that crazy ability to adapt and grow stronger constantly through battle. They don't come back stronger from near death. They're just kind of big, strong dudes who can fly and have some knowledge of close quarters combat. With all this in mind, let's analyze. Could Frieza conquer Viltrum? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he would be able to do this pretty easily, guys. Frieza with 50% of his energy should just be enough to simply wipe out the planet, along with every single Viltrumite there.
Yup,
Due to the
he
sheer
get-
gap
he
in
literally
AP and
gives
in
it
terms
the
of speed,
planet
Frieza
Vegeta
should
tree.
be on
Yeah.
that tier. If not,
I think
Yo,
it's pretty
honestly-
obvious. Yeah,
Honestly, I think all Frieza would have to do is just send in his regular Frieza soldiers, and it would pretty much be GG. In all honesty, like, in all honesty, bro. Like, hold on. You know how those in that the Bardock special, how like his entire group got like murdered by like these random Frieza soldiers? It
It was Dodoria.
No,
It was
no,
Dodoria.
they got killed by Dodoria.
They got what would other soldiers do?
All right, there's another mid left. Do you want to finish up this video?
What?
Let's like watch a little bit more.
arguably faster depending on how you go about the speed scaling. If we're using more modern metas, honestly, Frieza doesn't even need to leave the ship. He could send out Zarbon, Dodoria, and at
look,
the
exactly what
very
you just
worst, the Ginyu Force. I unironically believe a combination of Birder, Jace, and Ginyu would just straight up destroy Mark, Omni-Man, and Thrag.
Like,
Wait, 1 second. Genuinely speaking, what do they do if like Goldo freezes time?
nothing. They get shit on.
Golda,
Like literally nothing.
I don't know. Golda just impales him with a tree.
Okay, well
It's
maybe
just
not that.
really
Maybe not
bad, especially when considering that Invincible's greatest feat isn't even planetary, unironically. And the only characters who even scale to this naturally are like 2, maybe 3 other Viltrumite. Meanwhile, everybody on Frieza's squad is capable of destroying planets and wiping out civilizations with ease. Like, could you imagine Omni-Man just breaking his hand trying to punch someone like Raccoon? I'm sorry for bringing this
Wanna
image
know
in your
something
head,
funny?
but-
We'll get into the. We'll get
You
into
know
the
those,
keyboard.
you know those like. wait, pause it,
Unfortunately,
pause
this
it.
is a very big mismatch, and the Viltrumites
pause?
need to worry
Yeah.
about the
The
Ginyu
video is
Force.
basically over anyway. So you know the Frieza soldiers that Gohan and Krillin just kind of just negged.
Yeah.
It's actually stated in El Manga Legendario that those Frieza soldiers were as strong as like Raditz.
Okay. Yeah. GG's. It's GG's, bro. It's a wrap.
That's
It's
know,
a wrap. Yeah, especially if you use like the Piccolo scaling
large
like,
planet level. So,
yeah,
so
it's over.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe just like one Frieza soldier is like just soloing that entire.
You just sold the entire planet, bro. Unironically.
Before we're even thinking of
Wait. But what about the speed? Are they like as fast?
I
or,
don't
like,
know.
faster? Like,
No. God no.
Okay. Okay. Maybe then they have a chance.
Okay, so what's okay? So this is a Nani. Are you still here?
Yeah, I just came back. I got my
Okay,
ramen.
so we're now on the next video. So this one's a me and you. So this one
Mhm.
is Professor
y'all, Prof
Professor
again.
Fiction, Atomic Samurai versus Flashy Flash. This one's for me and you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Flashy
leave for a bit. I'll be
Flash.
back in
Three
like
thoughts.
5 minutes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
3 thoughts before
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
English
Yutami, could you make the link?
starts.
Wait,
Flash
Yutami, could you make the link?
Yeah, make the link.
Oh, he already left. He left.
Me too. He definitely. But he said he'd be back
Hey.
in 5 minutes. So.
Hey y'all, Prof again. Who is the
Oh,
fastest?
Wait, are you guys? Did it work for you guys?
Oh yeah, we're.
Okay, so next up we have Prof. The thing is, I actually made the thumbnail for this video, so.
Nice
WME.
plug.
Let's hope it's good.
S-Class hero. Well, it's Blast. But what about these guys? Flashy Flash versus Atomic Samurai, one of the oldest arguments in One Punch Man history. This debate
Flash
has gone
stomps.
on for years, ever changing as the series has continued, with Atomic Samurai acquiring a new legendary blade from ancient history, and us recently learning much about Flashy's past and him showing off his new moves. There's a lot to discuss. Today, I'm here to settle the question: who is the strongest swordsman in the S-Class? Before I jump in, I just want to thank everyone for watching this video and sticking with me through the years. I'm not going to ask for subs or likes this time around, I just do want to thank everyone for all the support I get and continuing to watch my corny anime power scaling videos. You guys make my hobby have some actual value, so it actually does mean a lot and it does motivate me. Atomic Samurai in his base form is certainly a force to be reckoned with, but I think everyone and their mom knows he doesn't exactly have the feats to compare to the high tiers of the Monster Association. To give him credit where it's due,
Sup, Darkshine?
Atomic Samurai was said by Darkshine to instantly annihilate Monster Garo if they fought. You'd think this is empty hype, but he does boast several impressive feats,
Nana, if you have
such as
something to say,
defending
then just
himself
let
from
me know
evil
when to
natural
pause.
water, who just speed
No, I
blitzed
agree with
Emperor,
everything so far.
doing more damage to Psycho Sorochi than Drive Knight or Genos at the same time, doing much better than base Genos against Black S.
That's
He's
kind of like
overall a
so,
What?
pause that for a second. It's kind of like a weekend Genos. I feel like I don't really know if you should actually use that as a feat, but just to point that out.
I
for the
think he's
viewer,
just
there's, like,
listing.
a
I think he's just
weekend-
listing off stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't even to be honest. I wouldn't consider that impressive because it is Genos like. Near
I mean,
death,
that Jenna,
but-
even well weekend, that Jenna still is probably like very powerful. He still could like cook like Gums' insides, and take like a Gums
Yeah,
bite.
yeah, I mean, Gums is base. Gums is fodder.
Well, yeah, but
I must
he's
say.
still like a cadre, so he's still probably like stronger than like Phoenix Man or like Bug God. I mean, Royal Ripper,
Yeah.
those guys. So it's still pretty impressive. I'm gonna resume it.
pretty high tier fighter. This is impressive and all, but his displays against the high tiers are
Yep.
less than desirable. His
That's where
sword
the
melts on
sandbag meme
contact with
started.
Vomit Fear Ugly, and he arguably couldn't even dodge his following attack. While he did manage to damage Psycho Sorochi, he blatantly did less damage than Darkshine's kick. His most pathetic trait, unfortunately, is his durability, freaking out after a single punch from Black S and getting royally floored when he gets overwhelmed. Usually this doesn't matter because there are a few opponents who are faster than the Atomic Slash, or tough enough to survive it. Flashy Flash is both of these things, however. Ignoring his
Yep.
higher end scaling, Flashy Flash blatantly scales relative to Monster Garo in terms of strength. Even without using his sword, he was capable of clashing with Garo and Platinum S countless times, and the fact he didn't get completely overwhelmed until much later in the fight shows he was in fact strong enough to keep up with characters of this tier. Right before this, Garo blew a hole in Vomit Fear Ugly, and in a weaker form was strong enough to clash with Darkshine and damage him. Even lowballing for fighting a stronger version of Garo, Flash should at least be comparable to Darkshine in terms of power and durability. Many think Flash couldn't possibly be more physically powerful than Darkshine, but this is just some weird fan headcanon.
Spinning.
All Flash has really done in the series is easily defeat dragon level monsters, fight Monster Garo, and fight Platinum S, none of which make him weaker than Darkshine. I found this more so stems from a narrative argument that Darkshine is meant to be some top tier in physical strength but this is just plain not true. As strong as he is, Darkshine has become the benchmark for the strong in this universe. He lost to Garo, Vomit Fear Ugly melted his muscles, and Golden S straight up one-shot him, and all these characters are a far cry from the actual top tiers. If you wanted to make a narrative argument, I could also say that Flash's narrative is that he randomly appears out of nowhere and is randomly super strong. Flash has made an effort to hide his true strength, never letting anyone, including you the viewer, really know the true extent of his power. In his first real fight, he holds back so much that 2 inferior ninja can keep up with him in their human forms, but their monster forms, which are astronomically stronger and faster, get blitzed and one-shot by full power Flash. Basically, up until this point, Flash never had an opportunity to show us he was stronger than Darkshine, and then he did when he showed better feats. Let's use Watchdog Man as an example. Watchdog Man, in terms of just feats, has only defeated random fodder and human form Garo, a relatively low tier opponent in the grand scheme of One Punch Man. That said, we don't know much about his true power, so if 100 chapters from now, if he was able to easily destroy an opponent as strong as Darkshine, as fast as Flashy Flash, and as skilled as Silverfang, would you still say he's only a little above Garo level? I'd hope not. These arguments come off more like copium, and just because Darkshine seems like he would be stronger. I don't think I need to explain why just because you have big muscles in anime, it doesn't mean that you're stronger than people without those muscles. Anyways, Darkshine, as I already said, outclassed Atomic Samurai against Psycho Sorochi, and also in their respective fights against Evil Natural Water and Black S. Black S didn't even think it was possible to scratch Darkshine even when surrounding him in a pool of, yeah. So if Flash can hurt Darkshine with his bare hands, Black S can't hope to hurt Darkshine, Flash would likely lay Atomic Samurai out with a single punch, let alone with his sword. And his durability should be enough to endure the atomic slash as well, considering he's tougher than Darkshine. Speed-wise, what even needs to be said? He blatantly keeps up with Garo and Platinum S. Garo was already so deadly, Darkshine thought nobody, not even Atomic Samurai, would be able to defeat him. And his speed is enough to blitz Darkshine and Vomit Fear Ugly. Atomic Samurai does have impressive feats of blitzing Vomit Fear Ugly too, but Flash could compete with a more evolved Garo. He should be at least a little faster than Atomic Samurai, if not bare minimum in the same tier, combined with far greater power and durability. At best, Atomic Samurai would at least be able to see Flash coming before he gets swiftly floored. Of course, I have to discuss the infamous databook statement that Atomic Samurai is the world's strongest swordsman. I heard some people argue Flash is a ninja, not a swordsman, so it doesn't count, but this databook straight up calls Flash a swordsman, so he should be included. The real problem with this databook is its knowledge base. This guide seems to be acting like a guide actually made by the Hero Association, listing stats like popularity and lacking knowledge on certain heroes like Pig God and Drive Knight, which an omniscient narrator would already know about. Like I said earlier, the Hero Association knows nothing about Flash's true strength. Yes, there are instances of information the Hero Association shouldn't have, like Saitama's battle with Boros, but the guide is also littered with hyperbolic statements. The trump card of all trump cards while talking about a random A-class hero special move, or Saitama and Boros moving faster than the average Joe can see when they're obviously moving at speeds so far faster than lightning or arguably even light. There's tons of random hype statements like that which don't make much sense when looking at the greater context. This guide also says Flashy Flash is the fastest S-Class, so according to this guide, he's faster than Atomic Samurai and would just punch his head off like I already said. Skill-wise, they're both masters of their respective arts. Atomic Samurai has mastered the blade, the only man capable of performing the atomic slash. Flash, on the other hand, has been trained since birth in the arts of killing, assassination, hand-to-hand combat, and countless ninja techniques. He might even know every ninjutsu, period, giving him a near limitless arsenal of techniques. I think it's fair to say when it strictly comes to sword combat, Atomic Samurai is probably better. However, Flash is no slouch either. And I don't think it really matters that much considering Flash is so much stronger. I mean, imagine you took a normal guy and he was a karate black belt, and then you took a guy who could lift cars off the street, punch holes in solid steel, and throw people in the air, and he just so happened to be pretty good at karate too. You wouldn't assume that the skill difference would have that much impact on the fight. With the Sunblade, Atomic Samurai gets a pretty noticeable buff, however, now able to nearly kill Homeless Emperor and Golden S in just a few pages. In specific, he's now able to leave small cuts across Golden S' body and ultimately chop his arm off. Seeing as Golden S is basically just a stronger version of Darkshine, this is a very impressive upgrade, but still doesn't really compare to Flash's feats. Golden S failed to do any serious damage to Vomit Fear Ugly during their brief scuffle, while Garo could straight up one-shot him.
Yeah, I
You
disagree
could
with
say
that.
Golden S wasn't going all
Wait,
out.
what?
No, we don't have any evidence to
Vomit
extent,
Fear Ugly
and
stuff.
to
Doesn't
say he
matter
could
that
just straight
Wait,
up
okay,
punch
pause the video,
a
you can follow
hole
the
through
vomit. Okay, what'd you say?
Yeah. I just disagree with the Vomited Fear Ugly stuff because I think he did more damage than Homeless Emperor. But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
to the
it
conclusion.
doesn't change what Prop's trying to say, basically. So the
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
is, he's Prop was gonna mention this later on, but I think now I'm gonna get like set on fire for this, but I think Flash, even without his weapon, is stronger than Sunblade Atomic Samurai in just terms of pure AP.
Probably.
Yeah, because Platinum S literally says like, yeah, you're like, he implies like he's the strongest guy he's ever, like the strongest human he's ever fought, and he's fought Sunblade Atomic Samurai. You know, unless you wanna,
That would make sense.
yeah, unless you wanna argue, you know, Golden S is stronger than Platinum S, but we
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
we don't talk about those people. Ghetto Jin. But back to the video.
S wasn't
Ghetto
going
is
all out, but we just don't know. We don't have any evidence to say he was holding back to that extent, and to say he could just straight up punch a hole through Vomit Fear Ugly is completely unprovable. This would mean that Flash, even without his sword, packs more of a punch than Golden S, or at least comparable to him. It doesn't help either that Flash also fought Platinum S, who's even stronger than Golden S, and Platinum S implies that Flash is the strongest human he's ever fought. I see a fight going something like this. Flash and Atomic Samurai will slug it out. Admittedly, with the Sunblade, he should be on the same tier as Flash in terms of raw power, but he lacks the stamina to last in a prolonged fight. The Sunblade lasted a handful of attacks before he fell to his hands and knees, unlike Flash, who fought stronger opponents and stayed in the fight for hundreds of clashes. Worst case scenario, Flash wins the battle of attrition, and best case, the fact he could even brawl with Platinum S and impress him, he'd boast even more power than the Sunblade, possibly with his bare hands.
Yup.
I'd never personally take it quite that far, but it is possible, and some people think it. That's without mentioning the fact that Flash has been getting stronger since the end of the Monster Association arc, while Atomic Samurai seemingly hasn't made any progress with the Sunblade and just recently started his training. It's possible when he returns from his training, Atomic Samurai will have some new gains, but until then, Flash remains as the top swordsman of the S-Class, and Atomic Samurai remains as a sandbag.
Yep. Prop was
I
spinning.
agree with almost everything you said. So it's a good video. Good video.
I mean,
Hey y'all,
oh, wait,
Prof
no, wait, no.
again.
No,
S-Class
pause it,
hero.
pause it.
Well-
I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So, what video do we have next? Oh, Toaster XD.
Wait,
Who
what
is
video
that?
was that one?
Let me put
I'm
that in
familiar with them.
the.
I've seen a few of their videos.
So this is number 4.
Cosmic Fear Gara.
It's like the second to last one, right?
Yeah,
Then we
where
get to the funny-
ETB,
Yeah,
ETB
Prof,
said he,
I like this video. I think it's
Yeah.
very informative, and I
Mhm.
think it's very true.
So now we just wait
I think
on
he is.
ETB, right?
I mean, do you want to? Because what's the next video about?
It's why Gohan versus Garo is closer than you think. Hold on, let me switch to the.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think YouTube would care about a cross-verse topic.
But he said he was
being
gonna be
honest.
he said he was gonna be back, wasn't he?
Yeah, he said he's gonna be back in 5 minutes, but he hasn't been here.
We can wait a few. Was that Willie? Did Willie leave?
Believe so.
Oh no, he just got moved down to gaming.
He moved down?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this idiot. Willie, are you stupid?
But for some reason, my phone went on SOS, but it does it sometimes. It does.
Will you be doing Boost Saga power levels? Maybe in the future.
Maybe like in the near trillions, right?
They're already
even
in
more.
they're already at the trillions at the end of my Cell Saga power level. Baby.
1 trillion?
Hmm.
Quadrillion? Wait, quadrillion?
I am taking a nap as soon as the stream's over, by the way.
Wait,
Um,
the stream ended?
This might be the last video. I might not react to the at the end. Super Saiyan 2.
That's awesome.
That's
Team
it.
Gohan. Of course you would say that's spooky. No, spooky.
What did Spooky
no.
say?
He said Super Saiyan Team Gohan over Super Perfect Cell.
He's spitting! He's spitting!
No.
Yes, nigga.
He's speaking
Yes,
facts.
nigga.
Okay, Willie, chill out, bro. What?
What? What? What's the issue?
Just keep it chill pill.
You don't want the stream to take it down.
But yeah, I probably agree with. I think so far I don't really know how the Invincible video went, but probably like Prof's video the best if we're talking about informative content.
I'll just say this: the video with the Invincible stuff was right on the money, unfortunately. But but yeah,
Well, that's like an obvious topic too, right? Like that's the problem. Like, that's like an obvious topic too.
Unfortunately.
A better topic would
Like it's obvious.
a better
that
topic would be
most of my
could Frieza invade Cybertron? That would be a much better debate.
Ew, disgusting. Anyway.
Oh
wow.
Ooh,
Willie does not like that.
ooh, Willie, ooh. Just watch your back, Willie.
Watch my back, nigga. What?
Yo, chill out, bro.
It's okay. I'm black.
There's no way.
Do you think base Busaga Goku can beat Cell?
Wait.
In the anime,
wait.
you
What
can,
is
in
it?
the manga? probably
Okay,
not.
so if you think that Cell wasn't suppressed when like he got one shot by Pycon, then he would. But if you don't, then I think it's very debatable.
So we're gonna start. Are we gonna wait for ETB to come back, or are we gonna start the video?
I think I'm
I
just
believe
gonna.
that's what we're waiting for.
We're gonna start the video?
Okay, I don't want to because I feel like if we start the video and then he comes back and he'll just be like, "Damn, so you boys started without me."
I mean, we already started like what the last video without him. So
Yeah, but it was like a One Punch Man video. He wouldn't. I don't think he would have cared.
And then I don't think he'll be too mad that we didn't go over the Brit Talk video, but
Yo.
Oh, he's back. He has returned.
Yay, ETB!
So we already went through like the One Punch Man video because like I don't think he would have cared for that one.
Yeah, no big deal. Don't worry.
Yeah, so we're on
What's next?
why Gohan versus Garo is close to the new thing. This is like Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. Now the crazy thing about this is that I made almost the exact same video.
But it was Cell, wasn't
Who's
it?
With Cell.
It was Cell
With
versus
Cell.
Garo. So I said Cell won in that video. Now, if you're by the name,
I
of,
would agree.
why give up 11? You might disagree with that heavily. I mean, you might think that
What the hell kind of name is that, bro?
I
That's
don't
not
know.
What?
I don't know.
Call out?
I don't know. This dude named like
Listen.
Why Give Up 11 just made this video, and then he said, "So he is sorry, no, so Saitama, he has infinite power. He didn't go full power.
Oh,
Garo.
He's one of
You need to
those.
use the factual information from the manga."
We'll
I
see.
don't
We'll
know.
see.
It was
Play
a
the
whole
video.
thing. All right, so let's.
Listen, all I'm gonna say, right? If Cell is beating Garo, then so is Gohan. But we can watch the video.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch tabs. Okay, we're ready. Okay, here we go.
Cosmic Fear Garo, a form that Garo, the hero hunter, was blessed with by God,
Yo, why
Gaining all
Spooky has that
awareness of the
one J.
flow of
Cole
the
image as his
universe,
PFP?
and being so strong that he was able to give Saitama, the One Punch Man, a run for his money. And Son Gohan, the prodigal Saiyan with the extraordinary potential to surpass every Z fighter, including his father. I think there are many things to go over, since not only is this not a Goku versus
Hopefully we'll
Saitama
see something really
situation where
interesting soon.
current Goku is just
This,
very
These last two
stronger, whether you
videos have
like it or
been
not,
quite obvious
but using the
beatdowns.
strongest character from the Cell
inside it.
games and putting him up against
Ooh, the
Garo
strongest character
is a
from the
lot
Cell
closer
game.
than you might think.
These are like low quality
Without
PS
further ado, I hope
PNGs.
you enjoyed the video while I discuss everything about Gohan versus Garo.
Except for
Wait,
that.
are you guys watching the
When it
video right
comes to
now?
scaling
Yeah, I'm
Garo,
watching the video.
there are many feats.
You're not on the stream?
For
Although
some
because the
reason,
series
I'm
we're
okay.
comparing
Now
I
I'm
can't
thinking.
hear it.
Now
I
I'm
can't
thinking.
hear it.
Cosmic Fear Garo, a
You
form
can't
that
hear it?
You can hear it.
Wait, play it.
I can hear it just fine.
Garo, the hero hunter,
Oh,
was
now I
blessed
can.
with by God,
All right.
gaining all awareness of the flow of the
Okay, he's just
universe.
doing. I'm gonna skip
And
forward a
being
little bit
so
because he's
the
just doing an
series we're
intro.
comparing him to involves fodder characters blowing up planets and whatnot. I think most of these continent to potentially moon level feats aren't even worth mentioning. With Garo's awakening, gaining power of the divine being in the One Punch Man universe, God gains knowledge of all energy that flows in the universe, and the behaviors of all forces in the universe. With even statements from Murata, who has some authority when it comes to the series, saying he can shake the
That's
universe
not
with
Murata.
this newly found power. Now, the main
But it
contention
is-
with this
Damn.
is Garo not actually
But it's still
shaking
a
the
good
universe,
source regardless.
and with the statement being more of a metaphor, basically referring to the hype of the transformation, which I can definitely understand. Although, on the opposing side, shaking the universe isn't inconsistent with the feats he performs during this fight. While merely shaking the universe doesn't equate to destroying the universe in any capacity, it's like me saying that because I can shake a car, I can then therefore destroy the car with one punch. Garo shaking the universe has been calculated to around 10 to the 65 joules of energy, which is multi-solar system level.
Mhm.
And of course, the infamous full power Saitama and Garo clash, with Blast needing the aid of interdimensional warriors to teleport the energy released from this into far space. Otherwise, the Earth would have been obliterated. The result of the teleported energy makes a giant hole in space, making hundreds or even thousands of stars just sort of vanish into thin air, with there just being a giant black hole.
Yo,
in the middle
no
of
offense.
space.
Can we like raise this
clash
speed
is
to like
gonna calculate around the
1.25?
Same joules of energy
It's
as
like an
the
option.
universe. There are
It is an
arguments that they
option.
could have
I'm
just
gonna do that.
obliterated
Tell me
the
if you guys
light
mind.
particles of the stars,
No, I
and
don't
that the
mind.
stars are potentially visible in later panels on some Naruto time space outer level reasoning or whatever. I think the author's intent is blatantly for these stars to have been destroyed and at the very least moved or pushed. And during their fight, they're shown creating light constellations on one of Jupiter's moons, with calcs getting this anywhere from hundreds of times the speed of light to even billions of times the speed of light. And while, at face value, this might seem like the full power Saitama and Garo clash eclipses anything in the Cell games of Dragon Ball, there are a lot of things to
Wait till
discuss
we
when
hear
it
the
comes down to it.
Galactic Nebula.
Feats in Dragon Ball are often heavily
Eighty-
underestimated when it comes down to how they're performed. It's ironic because this is one of the few series where nuking planets is considered normal. But what if I told you that planetary feats in Dragon Ball, and just celestial feats in general, far exceed any planetary or celestial feats in One Punch Man? One of the most notable instances
No,
of this is the size of the Dragon Ball.
no, pause. Pause that shit. Nope. So
Yo, he's bringing out the Dr. Slump anime.
you wanna know the funny thing about this about that specific character who said that? Izabi, do you know?
I don't know.
So this character, okay, so this statement was made by a character who's notoriously been wrong, who's like notoriously always wrong. So now Locke made an entire video about this. His name's like Dr. Idiot or something, Well, I don't know. Maybe that's long.
Doctor Idiot.
Yeah, I think that's kind of telling, right? The fact that his name is Doctor Idiot.
So
Like, I think
I
that's how
also
we
want
see
to
it.
bring up like wait, real quick. Since when has okay, maybe Doctor Slump is canon to Dragon Ball, but why is the Doctor Slump anime canon to Dragon Ball? Can we talk about like first off, even the Dragon Ball anime being canon to the manga is like it's not even directly canon. Maybe as a setting it is. Why is the Doctor Slump anime canon to the Dragon Ball manga? Can we explain this? Like, can someone tell me why?
Nope. Source, trust me. Now, no offense to Toaster, because this is a common argument, but okay, so this guy, so he will always say shit, and like he's always proven to be wrong. Like his entire character is based upon like him not knowing what the fuck he's talking about. And
I mean, if his name is Doctor Idiot, I don't think we gotta go any
that
further.
people have actually calced the size of the Dragon Ball Earth based upon like the map and stuff, and it's like it is larger than our Earth, but barely. I think it's like 25% larger or something like that. Not like hundreds of thousands of times stronger.
Stronger.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, too, like I don't know if you saw, there's one scan where Toriyama is talking about like the distance between like the moon and the Earth, right? Because like he's asked like how far the power pole can go,
And it's
and
like
he literally
exactly
says
the same as
yeah.
our, yeah.
If Earth was like solar system sized, it would just like suck up the moon, like the gravity. It would like
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Because the Roche limit.
yeah, all that shit. Like yeah, it's not much bigger than Earth.
Yeah, I just don't like the stuff. Okay, I can see why he would want to use it. I don't think like he's retarded or something for using it, but it just doesn't work. No offense to Toaster.
Language, though.
Yeah, I want to get the stream.
Yeah, I don't get age restricted now. So, resume.
It's stated that the Earth has a radius of around 4 billion kilometers. A planet of this radius is around 100,000 times larger than the Earth is in our world, and by proxy, One Punch Man. Even the radius of our sun is over 1.3 billion kilometers, which means that going by the statement, the Dragon Ball Earth is like if you combined around 3,000 of our suns into one giant mega planet. This becomes kind of insane when you consider that even as far back as OG Dragon Ball, King Piccolo is stated to be able to destroy it. Whether or not you believe he can actually nuke the planet, which he might very well be able to, doesn't really matter, since by the Cell Saga, we've had many statements that basically make Earth-busting power child's play, with even characters like Saiyan Saga Vegeta being able to do this with his finger. This gets taken further when considering that Planet Vegeta was several times larger than that of Earth, which was destroyed by Frieza in his suppressed form with just a finger. Even lowballing this, Frieza would be very high in that solar system ranges of power. Frieza's first form has a power level of 530,000, whereas in his full power form, he has a power level of around 120 million, which is around a 200 times difference in power. Taking this difference into consideration, this would mean that full power Frieza is in that multi-solar system ranges of power. Throughout the Android and Cell sagas, these characters have exceeded the power of Frieza by many times over, with even characters like
200 times solar system level is not multi-solar system level.
That's true too.
There is
the
such
difference is literally
a
like the billions.
massive,
Yep.
yeah, it's
that's
such
facts.
a big gap. Let me go in verse. I'm gonna see what
for anyone in chat wondering why, I understand why it's weird. Basically, when it comes to that, right, solar systems aren't like packed like right next to each other, right? It's not like as soon as you exit one, you're just in another. There's like space between them, and energy dissipates as it moves, right? So in order for the energy to be so strong that after destroying one solar system, it destroys the next like nearest one, it's like such a massive difference. Again, it's like literally like in the billions of times or whatever.
Yeah,
like
the gap is 686 billion.
Yeah, so multisolar, more like solar, just like further into it.
Yeah, just kind of
Maybe
deep
like
in the solar system.
or something.
Just layers into solar system.
Until
It
you
wouldn't
get,
even be. The thing is, it wouldn't even be on like the higher end of it. Like again,
like
the
load of
baseline
load
multisolar
of
is like billions of times higher. So yeah. Hundreds, not even near the top of the tier.
Nope.
Let's continue.
to the Cell games, where it was recommended that only Super Saiyan level fighters should even show up. All of this pales in comparison to what Perfect Cell was able to accomplish, being said to destroy the entire solar system in one blast. This is also backed up by some data books which confirm this statement.
Wait, why is...
Now the reason this feat
Wait,
is
one
way more
second.
I'm
impressive
confused.
than-
Pause it.
Okay.
Someone I'll pause it.
No, I've already
Oh,
paused.
no, it's paused. So, if he just previously establishes that, these guys are destroying solar systems and they can destroy it 200 times over, I feel like it's kind of redundant to then say like,
Okay,
and
I
Cell is
think
much
he's gonna
above
bring up
that.
you know, like the Galactic Nebula thing. I think he's gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
If
Oh
not, I
my
have no idea what he's
God.
cooking. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know what he's cooking if he's not bringing that up. I feel like that's what he's gonna do.
Oh
Right?
yeah, this yeah. All right.
Any feat
Oh, my bad.
prior in the series is because of the fact that according to the Daizenshu's, a solar system in Dragon Ball comprises of countless nebulae with innumerable stars. Since the solar system itself contains innumerable stars, this brings the size of the solar system to at least multi-solar system level. This calc uses the size of our own planet and the GB of our own sun.
Okay.
without taking into
I'll
account
just say
the
really
sheer
quickly.
size difference of our
You can get into heavy translation semantics. Herm says that it's just saying it's a solar system in the Galactic Nebula, and like a bunch of the translators say the opposite. Going just by numbers, more translators say it's not talking about
I think this is one of the few
the
times Herms
more
gets
translators are
ratioed.
saying it is the nebula, and then with that you could get multisolar. I think it's fairly valid. Definitely much more of a valid argument than the Dragon Ball Earth being solar system level in size.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is one of the few times Herms gets like ratioed.
Earth and the Dragon Ball Earth, which, as I went over, is nearly the size of a solar system in our world. If we factor this in, this feat could be hundreds of times larger than even this calc, and even make it into that galaxy ranges of power. As for
What?
this can get really.
Wait.
really
I'm
crazy.
sorry. One second.
Wait,
One
yeah,
second.
I zoned
Wait,
out.
wait,
I just
wait.
heard galaxy
Did he say that like if the Earth and Dragon Ball is like solar system size, then like all the solar systems are much bigger and like the stars are much bigger, so the multi solar. Huh?
Wait. So
All
wait,
right, all right.
the gap
I'm gonna.
between solar system and multi-solar system is like up from billions of times. Imagine
Okay,
the level
I
of
know,
precision.
I know what he was
between
saying.
those
I
two
think I
galaxies.
know what he was saying. So because like Earth is like much bigger in scale, the solar system should also be much bigger in scale. So the feet.
I mean, yeah, and then wait, wait a minute. Actually, I'm thinking about it. When King Cold and Frieza come to Earth, they do say like it's kind of a
It's
small planet, right?
Yeah, it's a small
Yeah.
planet.
I mean, I guess if you did take it as truth that the DB Earth is solar system level in size, I guess there's your argument, and you can maybe make it. But if we're being reasonable here, yeah, it's
there's just,
multi-solars.
yeah.
I think multi-solar per cell is good enough. Go with that.
But then he gets one shot by Garo. But let's continue.
The,
I don't
okay,
know.
The best
Piccolo is
reasonable
able to
scaling
move
for
in
Cell
3
would just be,
seconds
like,
with an
universe
unammed
or
key
something,
blast.
if you believe
This
it's
isn't a
famous.
special beam cannon or any sort of charged attack. It is him releasing enough ki to blow up the moon, and it happens in 3 seconds. Keep in mind, ki in Dragon Ball is used to amp their physical stats, so any ki-based moves, speed, or physical damage would equate to their physical combat speed. According
That's
to the
not
data
true.
books, Ratatouille had a
Awesome.
power level of around 1,500.
Yeah, I mean, like the key concentration is always shown to be higher than just amplifying your stats, even though that is true, right? You do amp your body with ki, but you can't compare that to a concentrated beam because that's when you're concentrating most of your ki from your body into a singular point. So that singular point would have more ki inside it rather than your body part, like your fist, having ki distributed all throughout the fingers and then the rest of your body.
But
So,
to be fair, a
even
lot of the
with-
times. But to be fair, a lot of the times they do end up scaling to that concentrated attack to some degree anyway. Because like Piccolo.
Well,
can
that's
tank-
not what it's charged like Cell is doing, right? Because he's using Cell, like not when it's charged like Cell, I would assume.
Okay. Here's what I'll say. I think you can put that much ki in a punch if you just like direct it there, but you'd probably have to charge for a bit too.
Yeah, you could do that. Like Goku, I'm pretty sure that's what Goku did against Broly, right? Like he just put most of his ki.
I think
Bro,
that one of the
bro,
best
bro,
examples
bro,
is
Rasengan.
Vegito against Zamasu, where he like does a Pon Kamehameha. Kamehameha. It doesn't work, and then he thinks he can still beat him with a punch with a ki in it. You know?
Yeah. So I think like, but then that would also mean like the rest of your body is going to be slower too. That's why he uses instant transmission to get there, right? Because the ki isn't allocated in his legs anymore. Not as fast.
Yeah, I agree.
Resume.
And Piccolo at this time was weaker, while Goku on Namek, as a Super Saiyan, had a power level of 150 million. This is a 100,000 times power difference in one arc, and this is a level of power that he surpasses in base several times over. In the Daizenshu's, it's stated that the supernova Frieza launched at Trunks was dozens of times stronger
Hey,
than the one
that's
he
my
used on
scan.
Namek. Dozens by definition is sets of
Can I
12,
point out? Keep
and
saying
even taking into account the
Daizenshu's.
fact that Frieza
Like he doesn't say which ones. Like the Daizenshu's. Like just look at all of them. Just if you want to find the same, look at every Daizenshu.
It's from
Cool.
Daizenshu.
W man.
Frieza was at half power when he tried to blow up Namek, this still jumps his power into the billions, meaning that this Frieza has a power level of around 1.4 billion, meaning that
That's
by
my
this point,
power level.
this Frieza
That's
that gets
my power
fodderized by
level I
Super
gave him.
Saiyan 1.
Yo,
my video.
He
Bro,
ruined
so
the game. He
watch
just
my
ruined the game.
Yeah.
That's the exact. I'm
No.
pretty sure that's the exact power level I gave him.
No plug though, so you don't get
Yeah,
credit.
no credit.
No.
No credit. No credit. That's it. I'm a copyright
Billion
strike.
times the speed of light.
I'm gonna
And
hit
this is
him with the
pre-Android
copyright
Saga,
strike.
where they train 3 years during a time skip and go into the hyperbolic time chamber and get even stronger. Just for reference, Goku was able to match Trunks' Super Saiyan, according to El Manga Legendario, and this is the same Trunks that was able to obliterate Frieza in a few seconds, meaning that Goku likely got an amp similar to Frieza in that 1 year of training. Imagine 3 fucking years. Gohan post time skip is also allowed by Goku to fight the androids, which says a lot
Once
because
again,
Goku doesn't
mentioned
let
in my
Gohan
video.
battles he's blatantly outmatched in. But these are the same androids
All
that
right,
beat
man,
the bricks
Toaster,
out
you
of
bet you,
Super
yo,
Saiyan
you
Trunks,
better,
who was equal to post
you better give Cell a little shout out on your
meaning
next
that
video,
base
baby.
Gohan, after the time skip, is superior to the same Trunks that fodderized Frieza. Goku is shown being equal to Gohan base to base during their time in the time chamber,
But
and he's able to
he's
stack
literally
Super
quoting
Saiyan
my
on top of
video.
all of this, giving him a power level.
All right,
of
that
90
is a little
billion.
insane, bro.
By the time the
You
Saga-
gotta-
I'm
you gotta
not
give
mad.
credit where
I'm not
it's due.
mad. I'm not mad, by the
Goku,
way.
but also
Like,
unlocks
like,
Super Saiyan
to-
2.
You don't
to-
gotta
to-
be.
Super
I'm
Saiyan
saying.
or
You
180 billion.
you gotta give some
This is
credit when you
obviously
take all
one
that.
of the many things that happen in between, and my buddy Cell actually made an entire.
Hey,
Oh,
never
there
mind.
we
It's all
go,
good.
there
It's
we
all
go.
good.
There
He
we
gave
go.
a shot. It's all good.
Okay, it's
all
all
good.
all
This
is
can get
forgiven,
even
all is
more insane
forgiven.
when you consider things like Kid Goku actually dodging light as a child, and light potentially being even faster in Dragon Ball than real life. Either way, their speed is
Yo,
extremely
all I'm saying,
quantifiable,
yo,
and
back
they're
back
easily
in the
millions to billions of
back
times
in the world of Dragon Ball days, we used to argue, right? Or just it was troll even then. But like you guys know the time in the anime where like Goku obviously Goku
What?
and Beerus are fighting, right? And then like the light from their attack reaches like the Kaioshin realm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would say that would make like light in Dragon Ball like inaccessible speed. So like everyone in Dragon Ball just has inaccessible speed from like fucking
Okay.
OGDB.
Okay,
Those were the
okay, bro.
bro. The ratting was crazy. Man.
This sounds like a
Peak
vibes
level of
argument.
rat. Oh no.
He didn't got the
by
creativity for
time it
that.
comes along.
Oh.
In terms of
Ooh.
AP, they're not far apart. I would give Gohan the slight edge due to the size difference of solar systems. However, both calcs recently get these characters to being able to output 10 to the 65 joules of energy. If you agree with the Dragon Ball solar systems being even larger due to the planet size difference, Gohan would have the edge without a doubt. As for speed, Gohan would massively outscale. With the exponential differences in power, being able to stack Super Saiyan forms on top of all of these, Gohan is just quicker, more consistently than even the highest end interpretations of Garo's speed. As for Garo's radiation, many uneducated people, when it comes to knowledge on both
He's
sides,
uneducated.
tend to
That's
think that,
tough.
because Garo has his cosmic radiation, wouldn't Gohan sort of just like die? And I think the main thing to consider is the fact that his radiation works on the atomic level, assuming it is actual cosmic radiation. In the data books, it stated that Trunks was able to atomize Frieza with
Yup.
his ki blast attacks. And of course, if characters
Yup.
like the androids
Exact
getting
same
obliterated
argument
by
I
each other,
used for
there's obviously
the
atomic level
radiation not
defenses,
working on
which
itself.
applies to Gohan, of course, since he doesn't get obliterated.
I
by
don't
one
really agree
blast.
with that. That's
In my
not
opinion,
how
the
that
outcome
works.
heavily depends on whether or not Gohan
What do you mean?
chooses to end the fight quickly
Wait,
or not.
wait, pause,
Gohan
pause,
is
pause.
The
a
ability to
light
survive a
breaker in terms of
subatomic attack or an atomic attack does not give you the ability to resist hacks on the level, because but the issue is you're still getting hit by the radiation, and the radiation has like effects like
I mean,
Like,
No,
I'm
no.
not
But
sure
the
if
issue is that like, so ki it shields your atoms, does it not?
yeah, no. I think saying that he just puts up a barrier, right? Like they can use barriers against poison and all that stuff. Yeah, sure. You could probably just make a barrier and be fine.
No, but
think
I don't.
saying
I
that,
don't, even, I
like,
don't even think that, because ki, like, even if you don't have put up a barrier, it's still passively amplifying your like entire body. Right?
No, but Goku in the Tournament Power, when there was that one using the poison attack, didn't he have
Yeah,
to
I
do,
know.
like,
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But it still like passively amplifies like the entire body, so it would still be
Right, but why
affecting
didn't
your
it passively just like block the poison then? Why do you have to make a special barrier?
Maybe
I think
it was, like, a barrier
for uses
specific-
like that. No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. In these, like, I think for these hacks resistances, they usually have to make like other shit like the barriers. It's not a big deal, but I do think that they probably would have to do something more specific, which I think they could do just fine.
It might be
Just,
due
again,
to
just make like a
it might
heavier
be due to the
barrier.
strength of like Lavender's poison, because there are like different levels of poison in like in Dragon Ball. Like for example,
Right.
Goku got
Okay.
nagged by a heart virus, just like some random heart virus on Earth. But so Jacko, what the fuck is Jacko's like crew called again?
What? Galactic
Yeah,
Patrolman.
Galactic Patrol. So they use like some like extinction bomb on planet Vegeta, which is literally just like a super virus, and it just didn't work. Like,
Yo,
Yeah, I
Earthly-
do think
yo,
obviously-
Earthly viruses
Obviously, there are layers to hacks.
Yeah, so
But the
so it
thing
might
is-
be just because of the strength of Lavender's poison.
Okay, but that all right. That's fine in that case. But the issue is you're not going to be able to show that would be this radiation be easier to resist than that poison. Like it's kind of weird to say that would automatically do it because we know Q doesn't automatically do it against every hacks ever. So it's a little bit of like a no limits fallacy in my opinion to just say it would do it to every hacks. To say they can make an especially strong barrier, that probably is more possible. And I don't think that.
But
I don't
this
think
isn't
Mr.
even
Vegano would
like at a
pass through the
super
key.
advanced like hacks. Like this is just like radiate. Like this that doesn't even compare to like higher levels of radiation even IRL. Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
like
okay, but I think it'd be better than like poison though.
what radiation?
Yeah.
Then Lavender's poison definitely not. Like, cause I'm pretty sure like if like a normal human got hit by like Lavender's poison, they just die like instantaneously.
I think if a human is near the radiation nuclear bomb, they die instantly, much less like a star exploding.
but that's the thing. That's the thing. They like King was able to survive Garo's radiation.
Oh. What the hell? That doesn't. No, never mind.
Yeah,
Garo's ass. I take it back. Garo.
Yeah.
But that's so confusing because isn't it supposed to be like the radiation of like the actual gamma ray burst or something?
It might be.
No, it's not. If King survived
No,
it.
No, it's
If
not.
if King survived it.
But yeah,
No,
I guess
it's
that
just
is
his
like a
body
point.
passively emits radiation.
Yeah.
His body
Okay, yeah,
passively
no,
emits-
the fuck all that atomic discussion. If King survives it, then Goku will. I think that's pretty simple.
Gohan in this case.
Yeah, yes,
no,
yes,
but to
you're
be
right,
fair,
sorry,
King
Gohan.
was like near death, but like he was still like alive when it
Yeah,
happened.
he's a normal human. Like that's a little issue.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play the video.
Wanting a great fight?
Fuck. Oh,
Oh, right.
Oh,
Right. Well, let
shit.
me play the
Really?
video.
what the fuck happened?
And by the way, language, Willie, language.
A great fight?
Fuck.
If he notices that Garo is a threat, he will 100% end off the fight as quick as possible, given the slight edge due to the size of their major AP
Okay,
feats.
bro.
Gohan not only has more destructive abilities, but also has an edge on every stat imaginable. At best, we can agree on a stalemate if Gohan isn't quick enough. However, 9 times out of 10, Gohan wins.
Okay, I think that's. Alright.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with Gohan winning.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of the
Gohan
methods
wins
are
when you eyeball
questionable.
the fuck out of- or the fudge out of.
He got that conclusion. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch over to the stream screen, as it's called my OBS. But yeah, I think he got the Victor right. Okay, so he
Billions
did
of times
use the same logic that I used in my video, in the sense like he used the Galactic Nebula shit. My only problem was just with the the size of the solar system. That's just about it. I think everything else is fine.
Pretty much. Yeah,
so-
that video was fine.
you guys-
I didn't.
Do you guys want to react to
Have much
the number 5?
What's
wouldn't
number 5?
The drip sauce video.
Yep.
I don't know. Hang on. Is there anything else?
Nope,
We
that's the
have,
last one. It's
I
like
don't know if I'm watching all
it's
that.
Goku versus Gohan. Oh, why?
I don't know if I'm watching all that.
It's like 10 minutes. It's like
Listen.
10 minutes.
Like it's a 10-minute long video.
All right. We can watch it. I'm gonna try really hard not to say anything mean.
No, listen. No. Go. We need the fire. We need the fire.
Need fire.
Okay, so let's.
All right, put on the video.
Now, I didn't want to make this video, but I really have to get a point across
fucking
the
to you, Gohan.
Well done.
No,
Now,
it's just
I didn't
the
want to
first
make
Oh
thing we
this
see
video,
God.
is the
but I
fucking shoe
really have to get a point across to you Gohan fans who are getting so excited so you don't get
God.
disappointed when what you
Dog,
want
what
to
is
happen
this?
doesn't
This is-
actually
this is
happen.
dictating.
Now, please do keep in mind that the following are
Liar,
not the
outer-
official
what?
translations, but it should give
Bruh.
you the general idea. The very
Yo,
first thing
what?
we see in the chapter is Gohan going in at it, and we see that Goku is smiling.
Oh
Now,
no.
I don't know about you other Goku fans, but when you see Goku smiling, much like
Nigga.
Vegeta frowning,
Yeah.
they are not
Bro.
going all out, bruh.
No.
Wait.
pause,
Did he say when
pause.
Vegeta frowns, he's not going?
Yeah. 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 So I mean, I guess when like Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku, when they were smiling at each other, when they were just beating the absolute shit out of one another, I guess they were just holding back, huh? Even though it stated they were going all out. I mean, Goku wasn't using Super Saiyan 3, but he was still going all out. in
Yeah,
Super
dude.
Saiyan 2.
No, that's. I'm sorry. This shit, bro.
Wasn't Goku smiling versus Pure Boo? Like at some points?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least at some points he was. Shibu was smiling at him. So yeah.
I don't know. Okay, now to be fair to Drip Sauce, when he says like Goku was suppressed in this instance, he's not wrong, because it actually is stated Goku was suppressed at this time. He doesn't like go full power till later. But the reason why he's saying it is just ass. Like it's just who just left?
Who left?
Was that Willie again?
E2B?
Who's in the VC?
Let me check.
E2B?
It's E2B left. E2B left.
Why did he leave?
I have no clue.
Oh wait, he's back. He's back. Moving back up.
All right.
What happened? Wait, what happened?
I disconnected somehow. Listen, maybe I just insulted it and then immediately like I got karma. I don't know.
I don't know. You felt the Drip Sauce karma.
Yeah.
Drip Sauce, shut off your internet. Okay, so he's not wrong. Like Goku was suppressed at this time. Just the reason why he thinks he was suppressed is just ass. Maybe he gives a better reason later on. Resume. Nani?
One. I thought Willie
And starts smiling, and when Goku stops smiling and starts frowning, that is when they're actually going all out. So you can tell
Should we
Goku
speed
is
up
not
this
even
video as well?
close, and I mean not
Sure.
even
Yeah.
close to trying right now, bro. Like
'Cause
he's
he's
just
just
like, okay,
yapping.
let me see, let me get him. Something worth mentioning is that they also say the strongest versus the strongest, which implies that Goku and Gohan are somewhat the strongest fighters amongst the Z fighters. So
Wait.
Vegeta
If
fans,
they're
I'm
called
sorry,
the
that's a big
strongest,
L
that
on your
implies
side.
they're somewhat the
But
strongest.
the reason why this is in place and why they are going and doing this as of now is because not just for Gohan, but for Goku, there's also multiple statements saying that he's the strongest warrior in Universe 7. And that includes
Nope.
the presence of Gohan. The
Nope.
kid actually ends
Nope,
up
he's
knocking
lying.
Goku
He's
backwards
lying.
and sending
He's
him
lying.
flying towards some rocks.
Nothing
to which he
says
does
Why
a
would you
badass
lie?
and then he's
Why
like,
would you
"All right, all right.
lie?
That's good. Let me say this again and ring
The
it in your
shoe
ears.
bill, the
Goku,
bird.
right now, he's not even trying. And Goku here be like, that's good, son. You
Neither
done
is
did some
Gohan.
push-ups. But listen, man, I ain't been playing around here either, you feel me? Gohan then be like, the hell this nigga talking about? I mean, look at my man's
Stop
face. My man
yapping.
is dumbfounded. He's flabbergasted. And then Goku closes his eyes. I don't know about y'all, bro, but whenever Goku in MUI closes his eyes, or in UI in general, just run, bro. It was at this point that Gohan should have started running. Because what came next, I kid you not, was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Goku
Yeah,
then flies
he
up
hits
in
Gohan,
the air
a
from
bunch of
ballerina
Gohan
bitch,
takes
and
no
then he
damage.
gives us the craziest light skin stare I have ever seen. I mean, look at this man, bro. Next thing, he vanishes. Goku then absolutely blitzes my man Gohan and kicks his spine at irrelevant speeds. My man Goku literally
No
had
sign of
Gohan
damage
way too confused
whatsoever.
to even feel the pain. No, this is not really an argument for Gohan because he was just shocked at Goku's speed to the point where the feeling of shock overrode the feeling of pain.
What?
So he expressed the shock. He
What?
can feel pain while he's shocked at something.
There's
There's no implication that he didn't
but
feel
visually,
the pain, bro. And
there's
no
nothing
way
suggesting
didn't
he
feel the
took
pain,
any
bro.
damage
My man
whatsoever.
Goku
There's
literally had this man
not
on
a
his way to
scratch on
China,
him at
and
all.
Goku's like, oh shit, you gotta take a bath first. boom, has this man soaking up in the water. And mind you, Goku is moving so fast
Still
that
no
he had time
scratches.
to land
Still no
and then
damage.
go exactly
Crazy how
trajectory
Vegeta
where
implies
Gohan was
that
headed. I
Goku
feel like
only has
Gohan
the
is saying
advantage
something
due to
very fishy here,
experience.
which is why they decided to cover it with blah 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 blah, which is literally fish language. Gohan then dashes out of the water at maximum speed. This man
Nope.
has lightning coming out of his
Nope.
body, and
So
he's like,
he just
yeah, I am
ignoring.
the Flash.
He was
And then Goku shows us why
holding
he's
back.
still the Weave Nation president of 2024, bruh. Look at this. My man's disrespected Gohan's speed. And Gohan looks even more confused than before. Look at his face. And Gohan becomes
That's not a
enraged.
confused
Look at his
look.
face,
That's
he's
not
just
a-
like
He's just
grimacing.
finessing this
Yeah,
man.
he's
And
zooming
Look
in
at
on
his
his
face.
face.
Bastard Kakarot. He's using Ultra Instinct to his advantage. And personally, I'm sitting here and I'm like, no shit, Vegeta. What else was he supposed to do? Then Vegeta is like, damn, Gohan, get your ears up for
Half
real.
of
This
this
is a
video, he's
real
just,
skill issue.
like,
And then
going on
Goku just
tangents.
keeps finessing this nigga till he's like,
Yeah,
get
no.
your ass out of here, nigga. And then Gohan is like, oh, I see. So this is the power of Ultra Instinct. And I'm like, bruh, no, it's not. No, it's not. So it gets to the point where Beast Gohan has to power up to a higher level for him to be able to keep up with MUI Goku. Because normally he can't. He was getting clapped. While Gohan is gathering a massive
he's
amount
half
of
right.
ki
He
and trying to
probably can't
control
beat
it,
Goku
notice how
without the
Goku is not
base
even
state.
remotely powered up. Like, there's no aura, there's no sign of powering up. Like, Gohan has his full aura, he's going full power.
MUI
Goku
doesn't
is just
have
like
an
in
aura
base
most of the
MUI
time.
with
He
no
didn't
aura.
have it
We've
versus
seen
Jiren.
Goku power up in MUI before. You know, this transformation of Gohan is kind of like a
He
rage
didn't have
boost.
it versus Gas for
Goku,
the most part.
we've seen when he gets angry in MUI before. Like
Or
when he
Moro.
worked up Jiren. Whoever harms my friends is gonna pay.
That's
Remember that?
anime.
Yeah, that's what happens when Goku gets enraged in MUI. He actually beats the crap out of
Yeah,
people.
shout out to
which he
Mookie.
doesn't do here because he
Oh,
doesn't
Mookie in the
intend to
chat?
win against Gohan, which I'll get into later. Gohan
Mhm.
then moves faster than anyone in Marvel or DC would ever dream
What?
of. And then he basically makes Vegeta so
Alright,
impressed
I-
at how fast he was moving. But Goku was
That
still
one.
able to dodge it, but Goku was shocked at how fast he was moving as well. Gohan then tries to punch Goku again, but Goku is able to block, but the shockwave spreads out behind Goku and is very destructive. Gohan then starts throwing a flurry of punches, which Goku is able to dodge.
Nope.
Gohan then increases his speed seemingly
He actually
and
nicks him a
narrows
few
the
times.
path that Goku had.
Wait, didn't he say that Gohan was at full speed before then, so he increased his speed?
Yeah. I don't.
He
drip
probably
sauce-
said
it,
drip
bro. I'm
sauce
not
logic.
good.
Drip sauce logic. Look, he says he
Has to
dodges
dodge,
everything.
so Goku's
but
not able to
look,
dodge as
right there,
effectively, to
he
the
got
point where he
nicked.
has to swat
He gets
Gohan's
nicked
arm
twice.
again
He
at
doesn't
some
dodge
point.
it.
Now
Yeah.
we get to the fun part. Gohan then lands a blow on Goku, but we see that Goku blocks it because his hands are folded right in front of him. But seemingly the shock, like the power of the punch, still gets through. But
Okay, that's like bad though, because if he managed to block it and it still hurt him, like, that's not that good, is
That's
it?
Yeah,
not good.
that
it
doesn't look
doesn't
good,
knock
that good
Goku
for
out.
Goku.
And then Gohan,
But it doesn't knock Goku out.
And
And then he just
flying,
decks
and
him in
as
the
we
face and
see,
knocks him out of
Goku is still
MUI.
in MUI, so the kick doesn't knock him out of MUI.
Just
He is
because he
still
didn't
in
instantly
MUI,
deform
bro.
doesn't mean
It's
he
not
still
like
didn't
the
knock
one
him
where
out of MUI.
Granola probably
just-
knocked
why would
Goku
he
out
just
of
randomly
MUI,
go
which
back
in
to
itself is
base?
debatable because I'm pretty sure they said something about Ultra Instinct losing its accuracy over time. But Goku is still in MUI after he's kicked by Gohan. Take note of this. And then you have the infamous scan of Goku being knocked into some bushes, I guess. And then Vegeta explains that Gohan went past the evasive speed of Ultra Instinct, and Goku's like, what the hell is going on right now? And then Gohan is physically fatigued and breathing heavily. He's like,
This is so funny because, okay, that's true, but Goku was all scratched up with a tear in his eye, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna talk about Gohan huffing and puffing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Let's be serious.
there you have it. So this is basically showing that this is something Gohan can go and do, but it is not something that he can go and keep up against Ultra Instinct Goku in a fight. It's not something
Yeah,
he can spam.
that is true.
They would both get fatigued as the fight goes on, though.
Yeah,
They
but
would both get
he's
fatigued.
right in the sense that Gohan
because
would not
it
be
takes
able to
a
keep
huge
that up
strain
like,
on his body,
consistently.
as he can't like just spam it over and over again. Gohan then explained that just as he was about to go berserk, he then controlled his ki, which, as it shows, takes a strain on his body, so he can't keep spamming that move against Goku. And Goku's like, I bet. Boom. Pop straight back into MUI. Like, bro, he's like, nah, you got nothing on me, nigga. So they get
That's not what
straight
he
back
says.
into the fight where Goku is now exchanging
Goku
blows
said that.
with the same Gohan who quote-unquote one-tapped him out of MUI.
That you can't
Like, it
prove
makes no
that's
fucking
the
sense,
same
bro.
Gohan.
Whis then explains that Gohan is not quite in a Super Saiyan form, but he's not in any divine form either, and he's specially gifted. Broly is then glazing the hell out of Gohan, bro, and then Goku notices that Broly is looking. Mind you, Goku is fighting Gohan while not even looking, and then Goku just casually
Pause.
Did he forget that Goku has, like, Ultra Instinct?
Yeah,
Like,
that's exactly. His body dodges on instinct. Like, do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that fucking Theo versus Kaiser debate where Deborah wasn't looking at Vegeta, he was looking at Gohan.
Yo, shouts to the classic.
Yeah, it's literally
Goes
that.
away with one hand, probably with a ki attack, and then he's like, "All right."
The ki attack
Eye
is literally a
attack,
key.
let's go.
The attack's
Wait.
literally a keep away
Now,
move.
I didn't.
The
fight
shoe
him.
the shoe
He
build.
Why
was
did it-
not trying,
Oh.
bro. So the rest of the chapter is basically.
Why is he so
Wait,
quiet?
yeah, when did you get so
Audio
quiet?
mixing, audio mixing.
Going to his controlled Super Saiyan state.
Oh my god.
Someone later joins it and everyone ties or whatever.
How much of the video is left?
This guy is a
Alright, I'm just not even listening to the rest of that because I literally cannot hear it. Does
Yeah,
anyone mind if I just-
Okay, so I'm gonna
Okay.
say this right now.
I want to mention he said that everybody tied, which is kind of funny. I want to mention this really quickly. That why were Base, Goten, and Trunks like giving everyone like equal like footing? Like, I'm
Yeah,
kind of
I don't know. Yeah, why was Blue Vegeta being equal to Beast Gohan? I don't know, bro. So
Maybe he's using conscious Ultra Instinct, right?
okay, so he showed the scan up on the screen. He said it was never about winning versus Gohan. Just because Goku wasn't trying, like his goal when fighting Gohan wasn't to beat him. Why does that mean he was holding back? Because the thing is that Goku after a certain point wasn't fighting like Frieza on Namek to win, right? Because he was openly like he was openly trying to like stop fight him at like several points, but he still was going all out, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's one thing, and then the other thing is it's just stated that Goku was using his full power on more than one occasion on like the official Dragon Ball website.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he knows about this because Drip Sauce is like one of the biggest like Dragon Ball knowledge Andes out there.
I mean, I don't know if he necessarily does. I'm not gonna say he's being intentionally dishonest or anything.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was, because it is Drip Sauce that we're talking about.
I do think that in any case, Gohan's probably above right now. I do think they're relative. Saying Goku's above seems really hard to substantiate.
Yeah, Gohan's AP is just too much.
Yeah, maybe you could argue that Gohan would just like lose the battle of attrition because maybe he can't keep the enraged beast state.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but peak for peak, Gohan would always put Goku
Yeah.
on the defense and still get attacks in. So.
Yeah,
seems like-
especially Goku being physically above, especially those reasons. Like he wasn't looking. Okay.
And then he
Over
also
my favorite
surpassed
quote.
the speed of dodging.
My favorite quote was they're called the strongest, which implies they're somewhat the strongest. That was my favorite quote in the video.
No, you see like Goku like pushing Gohan. He's like, "That's probably a Ki Eye attack." I'm like, "What?"
yeah, he used the Ki attack, the literal keep away move. That is stated to be a keep away move in Daisetsu. Crazy. So
Man.
that's like I think the last one we're gonna react to. I think we've reached about the end of the stream. Maybe we'll go for like another 10 minutes in case anyone like has any questions.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think overall this is still a pretty good stream.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
We really yapped during that first video. We spent like
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But one of my favorite one of my
the
favorite
first
parts-
video was half the time. of the
yeah, it
stream.
was like
It
pretty
was.
much.
Oh, so
That was the best video,
back.
though.
Satori's back. He just came back. Bro, you missed like the entire. You were in here for like.
Damn, he came
The
at the
first-
end. That's
yeah.
tough, man.
So Satori, now if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. You know what my favorite part is?
That sounded like the High Father impression you just said. Satori, if you have any questions.
If you have any questions to ask,
Bro, the High Father impression's crazy.
So
Yeah,
one of
if
my
you guys
favorite
have any
parts is
questions,
in like the
just leave
second to
them in the
last
chat.
video where we were all like saying Toaster, yo, give Cell credits, give Cell credit. And then the
and then he did. Yo, shout out.
and then the collective, there we go. What do you like my name appeared on the
Yo, so I got a question for you.
right, run it by me.
Yeah, are you gonna play Bayonetta?
Oh god. Dre did Dre DM you down like at
No. That is not what happened.
because Dre
Are
actually
you
DM'd
gonna
me.
play it though?
No, I'm not. Dre actually DM'd me
Damn.
like asking like if I was gonna play Bayonetta, like literally today.
No. It is Mookie.
Yes,
it
yes,
is.
yes, Mookie.
Where,
Yes, Mookie. In the stream, we
Where
have
do we get our
Ichibi,
information?
Nani, and even Willie is here. Although Willie hasn't spoken in a while. Willie?
where do we
Where
get
do
our
you guys get your
information?
information?
So
we
Cell,
just
you should
A lot of
answer
research.
that first, 'cause
So, a lot of different guides. So, Daizenshu, Son Goku, they're usually the main guides we use is like El Manga Legendario, Daizenshu, and Super Exciting Guide. Those are probably like the main three. And of course, like, you know, the manga and the anime.
I usually what I just do, I keep connection with people that have a lot of knowledge, and I look at some guides and stuff myself. I back like 2-3 years ago, I was like translating like so many scans, like digging through guides. I don't do it so much anymore, but I did like so much of that years ago. I still have like a pretty good like database basically. Where do we find these things? Look, if you wanna, I don't know if Cell mentions his Discord on his profile, but if you message him, he could probably send you links to like Daizenshu and stuff online.
Yeah. I could actually,
yeah,
I could send
you
you
can
a
find all
link
those
to like
websites.
a really good like. Where is it?
database.
I have like a whole like. Oh. I accidentally left the call. Whoops. 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 Hold on. Move. I accidentally left the Discord call. I'm all by myself. You think of the video on Fat Boo versus every Super Saiyan 2 level series at that point? Fat Boo stops. Like, he just bodies. No, Lucas, no. So okay, I'm back. I
Wait,
accidentally
Did they
left.
hear? Did they
I
hear the
accidentally left.
answer
I
or no?
accidentally-
Did
so
they
I
hear our
acc-
answer or no?
So kinda, they heard a little bit of it. I accidentally left when I said, like I'll get you the link.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I accidentally
Oh,
clicked.
so
I
wait,
accidentally,
you
I
answered
accidentally
any
clicked
question
off of
about-
Discord when I did that. So if you
Okay.
guys want to repeat it, I'll send it in chat.
Yeah, I'll repeat what I was just saying, or what we were just saying. We were responding to what Tori said about Fat Boo versus every Super Saiyan 2 level character. I'll let Nani go on his points in a second, but I just want to mention that Goku even says that him, Gohan, and Vegeta together, who are the most relevant characters, won't be able to beat Fat Boo.
Yeah, and like everyone else would just get one shot by Fat Boo, especially if he was like not fooling around.
There's realistically only one way I think that they could not even win per se, but get a draw.
Tie?
Is if like all three of them simultaneously combusted, which we know that Kid Buu, or sorry, not Kid Buu, Fat Buu doesn't have a problem with letting them do. He let Vegeta do it. Realistically, if they all did that, they'd probably all kill him because he almost died by the original final explosion. He just regenerated because the small little atoms were still on the ground, right? Piccolo had to destroy them. But if we have all three of the Super Saiyan 2 level characters doing that all in the same time, they could probably kill him. Realistically, statistically, right, all three of them are far, far from what the required power level is for Fat Boo, right? It's to the point where, you know, Piccolo, when he sees base Gotenks in the Hyperbolic Time Saber, he's like, yo, this guy could beat Super Boo. So the power creep is real, right? Power creep is real. Like, these guys are weak. These guys are really weak.
So Tori has another question. But what if
If Cell was on the team and went to do some push-ups while the others distracted Boo.
So at best, he's like maybe like Majin Vegeta level, but the only person who thinks that is Dark. So
yeah, Cell.
Being realistic, he's getting like negged by Fat Boo.
I'm not gonna hold you in the anime from about the anime. Okay. I think what he's saying is like, okay, so you know how Frieza can like get stronger really quickly? Maybe he's trying to put Cell in that situation, but even then, like in the course of a fight, that's not gonna work. Also, if they do what Nani did and they all like go self-destruct, Cell is literally gonna get killed by them. Like if like Goku, Vegeta, if they all just like
It'll
like
be a
finally,
draw. It'll just-
yeah, it would literally kill all their allies too.
The only thing I can think of is like while they kill themselves as a technicality when Cell just teleports to a different planet to survive. So technically the team won because the three Super Saiyans blew themselves up. That's not really a win, right? Like when people talk about power scaling.
Like can you imagine that, right? Like you bring like 10 people to fight one person, 9 of them die. Who really took the harder L there?
Literally, yeah. Like the three heaviest hitters, they all blow themselves up. And that's barely kills them, right? They still barely kill
Imagine
them.
having them like all self-destruct and it still barely kills them, motherfucker.
By the way,
they still
he asked. I
barely
don't know if
kill
you
them.
answered this, Cell. So Tori asked who your favorite DBZ character is.
And then why? He said like, and if it's Cell, then why?
Cell, okay, so it is Cell. And okay, so the thing about Cell is I think he had one of the strongest like introductions, especially in the anime, of him just like slowly just creeping up in Ginger Town. It was also cool to see a villain who wasn't that strong like at the start, and then just slowly watching him just become this like powerful like being who's just like stronger than everybody, beating up Vegeta, Goku, and then even Gohan before he went Super Saiyan. Well, compared with Frieza and Boo, where they sort of just started out as just being stronger than everyone else, and everyone had those work
I meant Team could distract Boo. Okay, so the thing with that is obviously he could probably get stronger, but it's not like Frieza could literally just do like 30-minute workout and then could just like beat up anybody. Like obviously, like, even the whole like what is it 4 months thing? That's still 4 months. It's like 130 minutes. So Cell could probably get stronger, but considering the levels, especially in the anime, Cell is like a Pycon victim. Okay, like
Yeah, Cell loses the base Goku there. Cell loses the base.
yeah,
Goku.
he's not even reaching Super Saiyan 1 levels in 30 minutes. I'm be honest.
Yeah. So realistically, Boo, like if we don't allow them to kill themselves, Boo's gonna kill them all, right? They're all gonna jump him. Boo's gonna entertain it for a while, but then he's gonna kill them. And then after that, Cell's gonna be training, right? But the gap between is so much. Boo would just obliterate Cell. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just, or he just get hungry and just start taking.
He could. That could.
Fat ass
That'd
he
be
is.
probably be faster, right? To circumvent the regeneration, that'd just be faster.
Oh yeah, you know what happened? Boo would just absorb all the Z fighters.
He could do that too.
That'd be tough,
like there's
bruh.
only. They could literally only draw in this scenario, and that's by killing themselves.
What if he makes a bunch of
It's literally
clones and
the
just jumps all of them?
Yeah, there's too many things he can do.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Boo. There's literally the best case scenario for the Z fighters, even with Cell, right? It's just drawing, and that's via killing themselves, so it's not good.
All right, I'm about ready to leave. If anyone else has any questions, feel free to send them.
So, any final messages for the stream? Because I know Willie left.
Nah, gaming appraisal, that's wrong, man. You let Cell brainwash you into believing these takes, man. Trust me, if you do hop on Discord, man, if you go to some people, they'll definitely tell you the gospel of Gohan. You know, you're letting these people brainwash you from YouTube, man. It's crazy. Crazy. You can stop listening to
Nah. He's spitting.
He's not spitting, man.
The cult was
have your own
The
idea.
Cell cult.
Formulate.
Man, pull out
My server is public where
Wait,
these guys are at.
Remember the Thanksgiving memes of like the Deborah?
Yeah, I remember that.
What were the
Yeah,
that
was it like the
100% Cell
Deborah
wiped?
groupies?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
the Cell
that
wipes
was fire.
versus the Deborah groupies or something?
Wait. I don't think we gave a name to
Is-
Cell
is
fans, I'm not
this-
gonna lie.
Is my server public? So we're currently in my server, but I don't. Cell, do you have your own? I don't think you have your own server, right?
Not
Cell has
really.
a scan server. If you want to ask him for a scan server, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to join this server and talk to him, that's fine too. I could probably send a link if you want, but
The promotion.
you gotta ask, right? Because I don't. Yeah, I mean that's free promotion, right? But
the
if
self
you,
plug.
yeah, there's also other servers that you could go and talk to There's Prof Server, Professor Fiction, the YouTuber. Realistically, I would obviously want it to be my server, but anywhere, right? Anywhere. Cell's a generous guy, so I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with talking to you anywhere. But my server, if you're talking about my server where Cell and my friend E2B are, yeah, it's public.
I agree. Join Nani's server.
All right, yeah. So, do you guys have any final
wait.
words?
Yeah, hang on. Nani, you have like a new. You're starting up YouTube soon, right?
I am, yes, I am.
Yeah, tell the chat about it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my YouTube, it's straying away from a lot of this power scaling. It's still gonna have power scaling, but it's actually centered around Game of Thrones. So it's gonna be a lot more mature content. But not saying that Dragon Ball isn't mature, but it's gonna be a lot more, political ideology, political power, delving
Narrative.
into deep books. Exactly, right? So
Yeah.
and also obviously since Game of Thrones has dragons, swordsmen, beasts, all that stuff. I'm obviously gonna also be power scaling because that's what I am at heart, right? I love to power scale, but maybe sometimes I do Kid Buu videos, because I love Kid Buu.
Mookie did
No, I'm not gonna
listen
do
to
one
that
this,
shit.
man. I'm not gonna
Listen,
do.
listen,
not
Nani,
even things.
Nani, as Mookie would ask if he was here, are you gonna experience that girthy growth?
I am, yeah. Hopefully, man. hopefully I experience the good. Yeah. Hopefully I experience the good.
Yeah, if you want to check out my channel, I'm in the chat. Send up a message to E2B. I gotta drop more content soon. If hopefully I do, and if I do, please check it out.
Maybe.
If you like those videos, you'll probably like some of mine. So if you like comics, especially, check it out.
Who knows? Maybe me and E2B will do a collab someday. Who knows?
We were supposed to, there was like years ago, before
Yeah.
Cell started this down here, there was supposed to be like a big collab with like a bunch of people.
Yeah, it
Y'all
was
missed
supposed to
out,
be like a
honestly.
3. Yeah, it was on a different channel. Maybe we can bring back the collab one day.
Yo, he said Dragon Ball Hub. Cell, he said Dragon Ball Hub.
Dragon Ball Hub and Shenron Den are good servers too. I'm actually in Dragon Ball Hub. Fun
That's
fact.
that Cell
I-
goes to Dragon Ball Hub for debate. You might have seen
Bro,
that.
I was once the king of Dragon Ball Hub.
I was once the king of anime
Um,
debate from Quora.
Yeah, true.
Yo,
Anime
was
talk,
it,
anime
was
talk.
it, yeah, was it
They renamed
Dynasty that
Yo,
did the king
yo.
of one server as well?
No.
Was it?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I was gonna say, I can't believe that. So just for context, there was this one server that not even saying called Anime Debate. And we went in there, we like ratioed the whole server, and they literally got so embarrassed they changed their name to Anime Talk. Like they didn't want Anime Debate, they want Anime Talk.
Hey man, at least I wasn't slain in the server. My reputation is still golden.
No, he had like 18 wins in a row, bro. He was really the king. Also, go
really
sub to
running
Mookie. He's
the
in chat.
gauntlet.
Sub to my boy Mookie.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's up to Mookie Phone, guys. He makes JJK content.
Bleach content.
Mookie
He's
in the
the homie.
chat. Mookie in the chat. Yes.
We
he
gotta
said
get
yes.
Mookie on the next stream.
Maybe. I was thinking maybe on the next stream I could have like Shattered Skull or something.
Alright. I'm ready to
I
dip.
don't know.
Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully we didn't yap too much. I think after the first video we got more under control. I hope you had a good time, and yeah, check out the channel we said. Peace out.
Same here. Like it was really fun like streaming again because it's been like years since I streamed on like any platform. So I'm hooked to do this again. Maybe next week same time these guys are down again. Who knows? But until then, or until like the next upload, which I think is gonna come out in like 2 days. I'll see you guys later.
Yep. Peace.
Same thing for me. Really thankful for you letting me on here, Cell. Really thankful. And thank you gave me this platform, this opportunity. So I just want to thank you, and also you to be. I had a lot of fun. I'm sad Willie isn't here, but thank you guys. for allowing me to be
Willie
here.
says his goodbyes in spirit. All right.
Alright.